Villainous beats, villainous beats, villainous beats.
In the sky, it's a bird, it's a plane. Flying high, I emerge through the flames. Have no fear, I'm here, so stand back. Melanin activate, the name is super black. In the sky, it's a bird, it's a plane. Flying high, I emerge through the flames. Have no fear, I'm here, so stand back. Melanin activate, the name is super black. Imagine that, a future that's super black. Long as your skin brown, your superpowers intact. What would your powers be? Just hope it ain't super whack. Spatial manipulation, create a portal that's black. Maybe just super speed, time travel to run it back. Or cheat manipulation to keep my spirit intact. As I encounter evils the world face, demons the world makes, I'm needed the world at stake. Rest in peace to Chadwick, they killed all the Black Panthers. Told us white lies, I still marvel at black answers. Suits in DC, pray it lead to a civil war. It ain't no Justice League, what's the need to be civil for? Propelled like the juggernaut, it's clear ain't no stopping this. The world in grave danger, who can stop the apocalypse? They killed all the heroes, the new ones don't really care. But if you need me, put your fist up in the air. Yeah, in the sky, it's a bird, it's a plane. Flying high, I emerge through the flames. Have no fear, I'm here, so stand back. Melanin activate, the name is super black. In the sky, it's a bird, it's a plane. Flying high, I emerge through the flames. Have no fear, I'm here, so stand back. Melanin activate, the name is super black.
Hey everybody, season 12, season finale. Look at that. What does 26 episodes do when it flies by so fast? But here we are. I'm your man on the wall, Chris Fury, and if this is your first time here, go show your love on the YouTube channel over at Always Press Record TV through your Amazon and Roku devices, and anywhere you listen to your podcasts. But let's get this party going because Lady Mandalore's in the house. What's happening?
Hi. I'm supposed to be studying, but I'm tired. Hi.
Oh, you
Everybody.
can't.
Also,
We all came out of hypersleep. Like,
yeah.
literally.
Hi. Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna take this out of my ear. Hi.
So you sound better. You sound much better. It seems like the concoction.
I sound like my lovely sultry self. Yes. Hello.
I'm glad your voice is back.
Yay. I shut the fuck up for 2 days. That helps.
Well, the Mickey Mouse mission was a success, so you know there's that to be said. What's going on?
Shout out to Raina Roberts. If y'all like, okay, Raina Roberts is a country star, music singer.
Mm-hmm.
She is Meg, but country.
Mm-hmm. I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, go get into her too. She good. She got it going on. I was gonna say something else, but I can't remember, so it's fine. But everything's great. Oh, I passed one of my first tests. Yeah.
Yes, you did. You did. You gave us flying colors. So congratulations again. Oh, whoopty friggin' dudes in the building. What's happening?
Hi. You got to see. You got to stay on. You can't think for 2 seconds. You say
not 2 seconds.
Not 2 seconds.
It ain't safe. It ain't safe.
Oh, we got to call them all out there. What's going on?
Hello.
The Games Master.
Hey,
in the building.
What's going on? Congratulations on passing the test, boo. I'm proud of you. Me and Catbug are celebrating here. You know, this is.
I'm starting to get back in my action figure collection stage again.
Bruh, let me tell you, this is one of the dopest dice bags you'll ever find because this is one of my favorite characters from the Bravest Warriors. Catbug is amazing. And yes, I can put a whole set of dice in here. People say, who is that? And I look at him and go, my name is Catbug. What's yours? And they go, oh, you sound just like him. I say, exactly. Yeah, look at that. Oh my God, he's so adorable. Look at this. Yeah.
And ready for action.
Oh yeah, Cat.
We got our engineer. He's coming up. What's happening, Spartan?
Hey. That is the most brother greeting he has ever given since we've been working together.
I was in mid pour. That's all I was like.
He looked down and looked up. Like, what up, though? I'm like, oh God, that's a whiplash.
We're cooping.
Coming up in the rear. Well, not coming up in the rear. Let's pause that moment there.
Pause.
And the first pause has been given out.
There it is. And for the first time, I got you and Mayhem totally reversed. What's happening? Happy early birthday.
How y'all feeling?
I am good.
Birthday boy.
Yes.
Hold up.
This is it right here.
I, however, as captain, cannot take part. Not the shit anyway. Yeah,
autopilot, man. Autopilot. Yeah. Let's go.
Not my shit.
Weekend. What you talking about?
You know what? I should have known prowess. Taught that.
I was just say, don't feel bad, Cap. I'm just having Mountain Dew, so I'm right there with you.
Y'all don't sleep on prowess. If you've never heard her music, this lady is devastating, and she's gonna be like, "Why you put me out there like that?" Because we met, and when I went to Katsucon for the first time, and it was MagFest, and she caught me in line at registration. Had the mask on, but everything else was prowess. So I was like, girl, thank you.
So speaking of prowess, because there's people in this entire camp of prowess to testament. there's people in this camp, and one of them are here tonight, and that's Mark Cooper, player one in the
Yes,
building.
sir.
Let me get you over there. Let's switch your station here. What's happening, man?
Not too much. How you guys doing?
Look, every time, because me and Mark talk like privately, and like every time he's got something, and I'm like, my guy is like, he's got another project. I already know. I already know, but we knew about this one because he told us about it last time, and it's the Orange Mixtape, the Orange Tape, which is celebrating Nickelodeon's 45th anniversary. We're so old. We are old.
Wait, say the number low. Say the number low.
Look, before we get to this, can I just tell all the pop culture people out there, don't age anything right now, because I swear this week alone we've got 25. Missy Elliott posted up something for one of her music videos. She said it's been 25 years. I said no, it ain't. That song didn't come out 25 years ago.
It did, and she's still driving around here. She's still driving around here in Portsmouth now. So guess what? She everywhere here in Hampton Roads. Let's go.
Look, I need to come up there and talk. Be like, Missy, I need to talk to you for just for a second. Love the stuff.
Good luck, gotcha.
Even though we don't crack easily, just don't put the number in front. So everything from Digimon and Tafari, he is no go for it. He was like, this is 25 years old, Phil. Oh yeah. I said, yeah, you keep throwing the number up there, my guy. You know, it was like,
Can I say, Mark, thank you so much for that tip on Opus Clips, because my man, one of my TikToks went over 3,000 views, and I was like, if I didn't have that, bro, I'd be sitting there looking at like 200. So thank you so much for that one.
Hey, it's no problem at all, man. Everybody's gotta get where they need to. So I'm glad I'm able to help.
So you told us about this project that you were working on. I want you to tell the people out there about this project, because number one, it's Nickelodeon.
That part.
Nick.
And yes, it holds a very special place in all of our hearts. So we need to know, what does the Orange Tape consist of?
Well, the Orange Tape is actually like a tribute album. So I go through all the different things from 1979 with the Silver Ball era stuff, like from Pinwheel to You Can't Do That on Television to you know what I mean? It just going all the way through that train. So for all the newer Gen Z or anybody that weren't able to grow up in the 90s like we did, or even the 80s, it's a way to be able to make a time capsule that people can open up just a little bit earlier than the real one that's like 2042 or something.
Man.
Yeah.
You said Pinwheel, you took me back. My gosh, that was my morning right there. Goodness.
I will speak not of word. I'm a walking enigma, and I like to keep it that way.
He was a Danger Mouse dude. What? Danger Mouse and Tomorrow People. That was you.
Yeah, Danger Mouse. I know about Pinwheel. Don't trust me. I know about Pinwheel.
God, the Tomorrow People. Jesus.
Tomorrow People, Banana Man.
Banana Man.
Oh my gosh, I forgot about Banana Man.
Count Duckula. I'm just saying,
it's all there.
Yeah. Y'all thought I was just comics and movies, didn't you? Like when I said I got a peg on everything, yeah. So what can people expect to hear on this tape? Because I'm looking forward to this.
Well, what I would say to expect is it's going to be a trip of nostalgia, not to make it one particular coded word, because that's, it's just one word is nostalgic. It's just everything that you're going to hear from the people who may guest star on the project to, the types of music or the references. It's going to be full of that. It's going to be full of things that like, wow, he mentioned Alan Strange. And the next, like, oh, I remember Alex Mack. And then they'll be like, oh, I remember the Mystery Files of Shelby Woo. And I remember Wienerville. You know what I mean? It's like a box for everybody is what I want to do. But it's not going to be the cliche thing. It'll be like, oh, it's a Rugrats song. Oh, it's a Doug song. Oh, it's a Hey Arnold song. Like a lot of people just take the 90s Nickelodeon and just maybe a little bit of 2000s and say that's it. I'm covering it all, like from Hey Dude to Land of the Lost.
Get out of my head.
Land of the Lost.
Hey,
Did you
dude.
just salute your shorts? Did you just salute your
Salute your
shorts?
shorts.
So what I
Oh!
did is, so one song I did was, it's
Sorry.
the hook of Land of the Lost, but I made the track about literally all the songs all the shows you forgot about.
Oh,
You know what I mean? So I kind of grouped them together where it would make sense.
I'm here for it. I'm here
Yeah.
for it.
This has been because like I said, like Mark always always has a project I'm looking forward to. Always. Like I'm never disappointed. And when he said, "Yeah, I'm doing the Orange Tape," and I'm like, the only thing when you said Orange, the only thing I thought of was Nickelodeon. I'm like, nothing. Knowing your body of work, I'm like, it can't be nothing else. And some of this stuff dropped, and I'm like, yeah, this is what I'm talking about.
It's gonna be a
busy
lot.
now. I'm busy right now. I need to talk to Arnold because for some ungodly reason, I still need that bedroom.
And Mark be looking so serious though. You know he's smiling on the inside, but he always looking serious though.
This brother,
I don't know. It's just I think it's a Detroit aesthetic. We just,
this brother.
I know you smile. I see it because I'm from up there. So trust me, I know the smile when I see it.
Got it. Appreciate you.
So I got the Kickstarter for those that's in the chat. It's up there, and I'm gonna put it up here as well. Once this is taken care of, this is the Kickstarter. So get your butts over there, copy, paste, do all that great stuff. It's in the comment section, so you can find it there too. What brought this on?
Well, to be honest, the story is that 2 years ago, what I wanted to do is I wanted to do a Guinness World Record of the most references of a franchise in a song. And once Guinness hit me back, they were saying, as of right now, we're not doing numbers things in songs anymore. I guess there's either too many of them, or it was a weird situation. So instead, I said, I still want to do something with this, and I'm also going to give some disclaimer for later, just so you know what's next, just to be funny. So I know, I'm sorry. But but it seems like on this pod, I always tell the stuff I don't say to anybody else. So just know
it's a gift.
Just know. So what I decided to do was instead make an entire album, because I was inspired by Phil Moore, because I redid the Nick Arcade song for their their holiday show in Columbus, Ohio in December of 22. And he was so inspired and excited about it. He was like, "So Mark, what you gonna do?" I was like, I'm thinking about making a Nickelodeon-based album, which is something that I grew up with, and I feel it would be great. The Player One series just finished up in 22, and I was like, okay, so what's next? What's next on the Player One journey? So I wanted to go into a different fandom of things that I grew up with, and I always wanted to make a project where I could pay homages to everything that was in some things that I grew up with. So you can see it with Power Rangers, you can see it with, like certain video games and that. And I just love, showing the support of, thank you for making my childhood as great as you could. And so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna make a Nickelodeon album. And I was like, okay. So we got the documentary, Orange Years, and I'm inspired, like, oh my God, of like all this stuff. And then at the same time, ironically, me and Prowess were watching Wu-Tang, the American Saga. And then I thought about the Orange Tape.
Nice.
So it's got the Orange Years because you're talking about the visuals of Nickelodeon. The Orange Tape is the audio version.
Yeah.
This man thinks of everything. I swear to God. That's why it's never hard to get a question for you. It just creates more of a conversation. And the fact that not only are you giving the celebration for the 45th anniversary, the fact that you say, I'm going for the Guinness Book of World Records. See, with Mark, it's never just one thing. It's like, no, there's more. It's like that Kobe. It's like when Kobe and Lakers was in the finals and like we're number 2. He's like, you happy? He was like, we're not done.
No, not done.
We're not done.
We still got some ways to go.
Yeah. Right. Like it's still work to do. So I'm going to give some of the perks. I'm going to tell you what some of the perks on. So You get the digital download for $5. That's the digital download of the album of the inspired music and a thank you letter. For $15, you get a sneak peek, which is early digital access to the album before the official release, access to early behind the scenes content related to the music creation process, and a physical copy of the album. For $25, you can quote your favorite Nickelodeon moment and have it printed on the exclusive poster sent directly to the Nickelodeon studios. Then, as well as the digital download of the album and the personalized thank you message. For $50, you get, this is the exclusive Orange Tape merch bundle, which is a limited edition physical copy of the album, Nickelodeon themed artwork, Nickelodeon inspired T-shirt, an exclusive Orange Tape stickers, and more. The Aggro Crag package for $75. Exclusive USB Orange cassette, including the album and instrumental version, bonus content from Nickelodeon guests, and more. Digital download of the album, instrumental version, signed album artwork or personalized note from the artist, a Nickelodeon inspired T-shirt, access to early behind the scenes content related to the music creation process, exclusive Orange Tape stickers, and more. Shh, it's a secret. I'm literally reading verbatim. Okay. I want to give it that. And then for your $100 package, you pick a Nick tune. Want your desired favorite Nick show to get its own song on the album? This is a perk for you.
How much that one? How much that
one? That's $100.
It's 100.
That's the plug right there. That's the plug.
Okay, I'm going to dig into my rent, but that's fine.
I got you.
I got a place to live right now. I don't care.
How many days we got left on this Kickstarter? How many?
20 days.
20?
Yes, 20 days to go.
All right,
It's over halfway there.
But
no.
But for the You Pick a Nicktoon, that thing was already bought up like the first day.
Fuck.
However, everybody who is involved in the Kickstarter with the podcast and all those things too, you guys also get a choice. So you just hit me up, whatever the group thing is, and which my command. I got you.
See,
yep, I'm gonna have to. I'm dipping into the rent. I'm dipping into the rent. I don't care. I'm digging.
We come down out of the stratosphere. We come down. We pick our guests up, and we have them a good time. They get to pick out the galley what they want to eat, and get to relax, and sit in the captain's chair, all the great stuff. And we get gifts. We don't do it for the gifts, but it's a nice.
We love donations. We love donations.
Like we burn a lot of gas over here, so it helps.
Thank you.
Thank you for one. Yeah, number one, thank you. Like yo,
a little thank you out of nowhere.
I really was not expecting that at all. Who said? They said she felt that fragging herself. If you knew how many times I say that, I actually say that. Like, yeah. So, there is a lot for it to be celebrating 45 years. There is a lot of Nickelodeon content, like a ton still, and it adds just to the nostalgia of everything, right? It's safe to say that you did not find yourself short of any content. That's for sure.
Yeah. I don't think I forgot anything from Nick News to Stickly to the Big Help and
Oh my God.
I remember Stickly. Yo, okay.
Remember when they had Stickly, then they did that Pizza Hut crossover?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Oh my God. My mom got so mad at me because I wanted to be a part of that. It's like, no, we ain't got that kind of money.
I think that's and I'm gonna let the crew ask their questions, but I think it's a rare commodity to especially whether it's in hip hop or nerdcore hip hop, that you can literally reach into the vat and have endless references, like endless. It's a rarity, when most music artists that get to a certain stage, like Andre 3000 basically just said, he was like, hey man, what do I really need to put out another album for? Which he actually went back on and said, I think I'm putting out
Yeah,
another.
man, he sure did say I was rapping. He sure did.
It was like, yeah, you spoke it up, didn't you, brother? Like, especially when your boy, Big Boy, came by and showed you love and down there in the A, and you was like, I guess we're doing an album now.
Got that special feeling.
Right.
Yeah, he showed up
when he put down the flute and said, I gotta remind y'all why I show up every now and then.
He showed up to Andre's house like an ATL. Like when he spilled the milk.
That ain't who I think it is.
Hey, calm down, bro. Oh, you scared?
Wow, I just pledged, so I'm happy now.
Oh my God.
Well, thank you so much. Actually, I meant to say this before. People actually pledge during the podcast also get a special surprise that's not on the Kickstarter. So
run it up.
I remember.
Run that bitch up.
So just in case y'all don't know who we are, there's like Kickstarter again.
You better write something in the note where you found us, where you've heard from, so he can find out that it was you from here and not
exactly.
If y'all were influenced by Nickelodeon in any way, shape, or form, you need to get this brother's project funded as soon as possible.
Let me also say, I apologize if this is offensive in any way. I do not mean it. I am going to try to curb this from now on. This nigga don't miss. I swear to God, he don't miss one time. I promise you, don't stop coming. It's not the alcohol. That's just from the heart. I love you.
And the alcohol.
And the alcohol.
Mark, really, Mark, and you've been on here. You've been on it. At this point, you're not even a guest. Like we tell everybody their family, but you've been on here several times. You family. Like that's why all it took was, hey, I got this. I'm like, just
when you got next. When you want next. Just say when you want next.
I'll be home in a second. Come on through.
I'll be your DoorDash, bro. Like,
right.
I think I'll be in the neck of your woods Saturday.
Yes, I was going to bring that up. You and 8 are performing. It's the Glutaco.
Glotaku, yeah,
Glotaku, and is that I think the Crowbar. I think that's
the Crowbar. Yep.
And what time are you doing that? What, from 9 to 2? 9 p to 2 a.m.
Yep.
Ooh, I can't do that no more.
Y'all,
I feel it.
You said you feel.
I feel it.
Y'all keep giving me reason to go up to Cleveland, y'all. Come on.
There's a lot up here, especially now that the weather's breaking. There's things going on. There's just things. It's 8. I feel sorry for. I'm like, brother, did you rest? Did you rest? Like engagement party in Vegas for the wedding. Turn around, did a turn. Like, dude, like where did you sleep?
No, he got Candy B. That's what keeps him going. Let's go.
That doesn't help.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Waving at that one as it passes me by.
So, which I'm gonna try to get to you guys that day anyway, because I actually meet up with somebody earlier that day. So when I seen it, I'm like, it might be last minute, but I might be able to make it through there. How was that event? Because you guys performed in Detroit last weekend.
Yeah, definitely great. I mean, it was definitely a sold out event. It was one of my first sold out shows performance. That was really cool. Nice. And it was just an overall vibe. And what the great thing about it is that there were individuals from all sorts with different cosplays. It was a great experience, like almost like a mini con in the form. But what was interesting was the amount of individuals who knew who I was, which was interesting to me. You know, they were like Mark, I've been watching your stuff since 2017, and then you get those individuals, and then it's surreal when people know the words before you do. You know what I'm saying? It's one of those, like, I'll be like, is that really what it was? Like, you know what I mean? You start really, revamping and trying to, relook at stuff. But it's surreal because of you always think about where you started. And that's the gift and the curse of, rapping about nostalgia things. You just never forget. And whether if it was a good time or a bad time, you always remember those experiences. And sometimes you have to get to a point where you can make music to talk about the great times and the not so great times. And that's great for mental health to thoroughly understand the circumstances or tribulations you've been through to get to these points. So when you do this kind of genre and you rap about the things you grew up with, I'm thinking about if I'm thinking Nick Arcade. I remember being at my mom's house, running down the stairs with snacks and stuff on Saturday to watch Nick Arcade. Like I remember that. What I mean? The cereal and and having all that put together. Like I remember that, which is the next thing that comes, which is next year, which is Saturday morning cartoons, because it'll be 10
part 4.
The album. Because
there we go.
I don't think y'all understand. I don't think y'all understand that.
Because it'll be 10 years marking of Saturday morning cartoons. I started at B Tape in 2015. So I'm doing a whole album for that. And then next year will be Nick's Competitor. I don't know what it sounds like. It starts with a C and
oh Lord,
ends with a K.
Bruh, I'm about to have whiplash up in here, y'all. Come on.
So y'all don't understand. His Saturday morning cartoons volumes are legendary, in my opinion.
Legendary.
So think about how the orange tape is going to be, but it'll be Saturday morning cartoons. That's everything. That's Fox Kids. That's WB20. That was Channel 50 or UPN or whatever.
Yeah,
it was UPN. Yeah,
Lady Manuel, go ahead and ask a question.
WGN, CBS, CBS. It'll cover all of those things because that doesn't exist anymore. And then maybe I don't know. Maybe it'll come in a cereal box or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
That'll be dope.
Indeed.
Otaku Noir, you might be getting called up.
Right.
You might be getting called up.
Y'all broke here.
Know where you need to be.
Shit. Wait. Fuck. No, dude. No, I can't think. No, I'm happy to have the illustrious guests as yourself.
That wine is hitting you like a skip record right now.
I like well, number one, I like free things because free. But also gifts.
Jesus.
No, dude, you gotta handle all your stuff.
I'm gonna start putting the beat. I'm gonna start putting the beat to Kieran in the next few minutes.
Okay. Well, I'll pass it to the games master. I know he's got something.
It's finale. I'm about to get a little.
You know I do.
Let me have a little bit. No, but seriously, I don't have any questions for you because you have a handle on your shit, on some real stuff. Like I whatever you put out, I have trust and faith in. I don't get to say that very often because disappointment, but I don't have that problem with you, and I apologize because I don't have any questions for you, sincerely.
Hey, just being here is a blessing. I'm great, so don't even worry. No problem.
Cheers, my guy.
Cheers.
Maybe the games master. I know you got something.
Oh, I do. First of all, Mark, it's always a pleasure having you on, man, because every time I hear your name, it's synonymous with a project that takes nostalgia to the nth degree, to the nth level. Is there a property that you would love to work with that you haven't had the opportunity or you're looking forward to working with? Because I came up from the time and day of Space Ghost, Herculoids, Mitor.
Oh, Hanna-Barbera, yeah.
Yeah, the early Hanna-Barbera Heroes era, and the Impossibles and all that. But I'm curious, is there an era or perhaps a property that you would love to work with in your area of creativity that you haven't had the opportunity yet?
Well, to be honest, MF Doom was all over Hanna-Barbera stuff. Like the majority of a lot of his samples came from that.
Great.
And I'm mad because I had the opportunity. There's a record company that came out. It's called Golden Records. Golden Records has the original OSTs to all the Hanna-Barbera stuff.
Oh,
you can't even find that anymore.
Wow.
But there's a place where you can get all of those, like that particular property, because it was considered library records. Library records hey, I'm a musician, check out my mixtape in 1975. So they're dead copyrights, as in like a label bought them, or they're just, just dead space. So they have free domain stuff. So, that's really hard to find with that. Kind of like when we got excited about when I think it's Enjoy the Ride Records. If you've never heard that company before, they come out with vinyl of TV shows and stuff. So they came out with exclusive Transformers, the G1 stuff, like the full album of all the music. So there's that. And then, of course, they had special, Decepticon, Autobots types of vinyl that you can buy. Of course, that sold out in like 20 minutes. You know what I'm saying? But they had that. They had Nickelodeon vinyl, like the full Doug stuff. The Hey Arnold with Jim Lang when he played all that jazz music in the background for it. I mean, I look for that stuff. Like, but property
introducing folks to jazz, that was a show that really introduced. If you weren't catching it from Gangstar, then you was watching it from Hey Arnold. So
exactly. So I mean, property wise, Hanna-Barbera is such a deep cut that I can go anywhere with that. But personally, I might even I've thought about Warner Brothers a little bit, but I mean like the Looney Tunes Merry Melodies era. Okay. I thought about doing that because there's so much diversity in the way they made cartoons, as in from the times to the types of jokes that were there, the whole Cold War era, the racial racial stereotypes era. There's so many different things. So like to be able to touch on that would be awesome. I thought about going deep. Disney is super deep, and it's deep with me because I worked for them for 6 years. You know what I'm saying? So just hearing the cuts from like the 1920s to now, that would be interesting to go like just do a full Disney thing. But I have to be so careful with their properties for that. Because I mean, even though I could, even though I would know the right, particular ways for the licensing and things like that, it'd be stupid expensive. And because of the properties that Disney has taken up, I would have to. It would take more than one thing to do. So I try to go into that. Maybe the PBS, CBS era with the the free domain broadcast cartoon stuff. Like I'm just trying to make sure I get every little piece of the thing, so that way people don't feel like they're left out. I like to make a food court ability, but I want the music to be like Fogo de Chao type of quality of a food court of music, if that makes sense. I want it to be the best of it, but I also want to give you the food court experience, as in you gravitate to what you grew up with. And that's why I like to do it all ages, because it's always great to tell kids that maybe students of mine or even your own children be like, hey, I grew up on this show called Alvin and the Chipmunks. Well, what was that? Okay. And then they'll be like, dude, I just saw a song that Mark Cooper made about Alvin and the Chipmunks and Muppet Babies. I've never heard of that. Have you seen those shows? Yeah.
Nice. Now you say Alvin and Chipmunks, I'll be like, which version? Because the 60s was mine. The 60s was my version. But
you see what I'm saying?
I'm old. So it doesn't matter. I'm old.
Right. That's what what I mean. It's just you never know. Some people, I just don't want to do any any of these projects. I just don't want to be cliche.
I don't think cliche would ever touch you, sir. So you ain't got to worry about that.
I know. Like I mean, I'll name some of the songs. Like one of them I have is Stoop Kid. So it's basically a stoop kid's afraid to leave his stoop, and it's basically about people who are scared to move. They're scared to do things in life. So I make that reference with that. So it's those kind of things. It's not like, oh, Stoop Kid, he sits on the stoop. That's all he does. That's it. You know what I mean? It's not anything like that. You know,
it's not like you're hiding a ham or anything. It's just...
right. Wow. It didn't like whole, Easter eggs. Like Budnick, that was from Salute Your Shorts, is the voice of Stoop Kid from Hey Arnold. And then maybe possibly having him, him involved in the album in some.
Did not know that.
Yeah.
Did not know that.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate that, man. I do.
Oh my God.
Y'all gone it too far. I swear to God. What's wrong with you?
Whoopty, what you got, Whoopty?
Just wanted to know, outside of the nostalgia for the topics that you rap about, what else drives you to continue your work in this genre?
Well, I would say the best thing that drives me is just really. That's a good question. Because a lot of people would see it as in, like this is what I enjoy, this is what I love to do. But it's great to ask, especially when you've been doing music for almost 20 years. That's a good question. So I would say originally what used to inspire me was, a way of expression. A person that's been through different emotional, mental health situations and things like that growing up, like your typical bullying. And, we've all had our own thing, especially as nerds in general. We've all had our own, you know, own gripes and things that's happened to us growing up. And what's inspired me the most is just it's inspired me as in the first thing of my biggest dream. I'll just start. One of my biggest dreams before music was basketball. And at a young age, I had a very traumatic experience. Like this is 90s traumatic, as in like if you played basketball, the crowd will boo you. It doesn't matter what age you are.
Yeah.
They will boo you. And it's kind of hard to talk about, but I can do it. So long story short, my uncle was on his way to see the championship game, and he died on the way there,
Wow.
crushed by, whatever.
Mm.
But the crazy part was the principal saw me at the free throw line to shoot the two shots. And I have a song about it on Success and Failure called Two Shots. And he came over and said, "Hey, just wanted to let you know your uncle passed." But yeah. So sorry about that.
Wait,
Wait,
during the get like right then?
Time
At
out.
the foul line?
Time out.
Bruh, come
Yeah.
on, man.
What kind of
at the-
profession?
At the timeout, I missed both shots. And
Yeah.
then
Huh.
and then after that, like a whole bunch of people doing the grueling and the looking or whatever. No teammates walked by me. Everybody just walked out of the gym like how it was. I'm 9. You know what I'm saying? I'm a 4th grader.
Jesus.
And,
Like,
and then my dad came in the gym and he knew I, experienced that. And then he was like, "Son, you're okay." And that's one of the first times I ever experienced loss, like really experienced loss.
that's wild.
But it's affected a lot of things in life, from from eating habits to where I gotten a lot bigger. I end up being a lot, what I'm
Same.
saying? Yeah. And went
Same.
through that. Then I was too big to be able to play basketball then. So went into a depression, almost was at a suicidal moment. But
Well,
in
number
high school.
I want
Damn.
to say thank you for being here now. I'm glad
Right.
you pulled out through that too. And actually, first and foremost, damn that principal, because that is just horrible fucking timing.
Right.
That should be.
See, I never
that's
want to go
such a
punch someone in the
fireball.
face so bad.
That's not even. How is that? That's not even timing. I don't even know
That
what
should
that.
be
It's
fireball.
not
That's
professional.
cruelty.
Yeah,
That was just
actual
being
bad person.
vindictive.
Mhm.
That's just being
Actual
That's
villain.
crazy.
And that's a
we got
child,
our
a
Grio,
9-year-old.
our Grio, or she's in the education system as well. So like, there's a time and a place,
There should,
and
that
that
should be
wasn't
fireball.
that was yeah
And
that and that wasn't
that's
it.
not even his place to say that.
No,
That's not even his
Right.
place to say that.
you
I'm
know.
sorry. I'm gonna get mad.
But
and put a root
I'm
on that
glad.
man.
I'm glad. Number one, we're glad you're here. We're
Yeah.
glad you're here. Much like 8, he's had a traumatic experience as well, and he talks about that in one of his songs. So, I'm glad that you're here. The both of you are here to not only show that expression, but that same expression helps another child, get through what possible situations that might be the same. That helps them through that pain, that level of pain, that level of discomfort. So, one,
Exactly.
thank you, because 1, you're here. 2, that's helping somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I feel.
So we appreciate you for that. If nothing else, which we appreciate you for a lot of stuff, because we hear it in your songs. We pay attention.
That means a lot, man. 100%.
So appreciate you sharing that with us. That was not what we do here. But thank you once again. So Ooh, man.
But I still got to answer a question though.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, but after that, changed a lot of trajectory and the way I was thinking and all that kind of stuff, and I got into music. You know, I was producing first, and the thing is, I was rapping, but I was producing, and the reason why I was producing is because I didn't know how to buy beats. I didn't know how to do any of those things. Everything else was in the house. So I was, you know, learning how to rap, and I was god awful. I was pretty terrible. I'm not gonna lie to you. Delivery was bad. I wasn't on beat. I mean, that kind of thing. So it wasn't like I had a natural talent and be like, oh, I listen to Jay-Z and now I can rap like him. Ooh, ah, you know what I'm saying? Like it was nothing, it wasn't nothing like that. But it took a really long time to learn that and understand it. Like if it's something I'm serious about, I have to learn it. I have to study these things. And you know, I'm rapping, you know, this is mid 2000s, so everybody raps like they're part of G Unit or you know, or you know, like some, you know, some thugs or whatever. I'm gonna do this and do that to you, and then you never done any of these things ever in life. You know what I mean? They'd be like, you're gonna do all these things. They'd be like, really? Do tell. You know? But my mom actually got a chance to finally hear the stuff. And then, you know, the first person to tell me I was whack was my own mom. But it came to rap. Yeah. Because she was hip in that. But she saw afterwards, like after high school, it's 2009, and she's like, I don't think he's gonna stop. So I'm gonna say this. I said, you know, son, I'm gonna say this for you. Now, if you choose to rap or whatever, this is what I want you to do for the next first project you come out with. If you can come out with a whole project and only swear 3 times, could you do it? Sure, mom, I could do it. I don't swear now. And I haven't in like almost 15 years. You know what I mean? Like there'll be like 1 or 2 lines that make things where they, you know, how they fit in frustration, but it never leans to the N-word like that. You know what I mean? Like I'll do it every, you know, like maybe one in a blue moon or something. But the more I got into nerdcore with that, it's like understanding, like, look, man, like Mark, you have siblings under the age of 14 that follow and listen to what you do. You know, this is before teaching. It's just understanding. Look, you're enabling yourself and talking about properties that don't even have this content in it. You get what I'm saying? Like it feels really, really weird and off-putting to be talking about you're gonna take somebody's beat in Minecraft, and I just don't understand it. You feel what I mean? Like you have to read the room of the content that you come out with. You know what I mean? Because the thing is, like I said, you can do whatever you want musically. I'm not telling you your creative path is the wrong way or anything like that. But I do want people to understand that whatever you're portraying is out there, it's going to be out there. And the way the internet works, it never can be deleted.
Right.
Yep.
And you have to understand that words are, you know, everybody always talks about sticks and stones. Words will never hurt you. Yes, it will. It'll hurt you in ways that you have never experienced before.
Yep.
And you can't wipe it away. You can't erase it. You can fix bones, bro. Can't fix words.
And Preacher Cooper has left the building. A word was given and received. Pastor Collection played around, and we thank you for the services.
Yeah, but in reality, what inspired me is just to be able to keep going and know that there's other individuals out there that may experience the same things I've experienced. So being a veteran and being a person who's, you know, experienced these things, one song can change somebody's life. And we've seen this happen to numerous people. So I try to be one of those people that can inspire.
Yeah, man.
Thank you.
We get a gem every time you come on. Every time. This man is a gift.
But dude, as I said,
I feel like I should just pass around the collection play at this moment.
Again, pass it around again.
He don't miss.
It's a thing. So, ma'am, question.
Cool. Glad there was a little bit more breathing room from that last story. I was like, this is gonna be tough. I don't want to ask the question. In our sign off, I speak about mental health a lot. I first developed suicidal ideation in 3rd grade. So
man.
I want to say thank you for sharing. People don't really understand unless they can go through it sometimes, just how deep it can be and how dark of a place you can be in, especially when they see you on the other side. It's hard for them to even imagine that you were ever in a place like that. So I want to say thank you for sharing, and thank you for being here.
Thank you, man.
My question, I guess, more into the rap bag.
Okay.
Bit of a setup, but Kobe always felt like he was better than Michael and LeBron. And but he's not really discussed like that, but it was in him. That dog was in him all the time.
Absolutely.
And so I know that I know in rap, everybody thinks they're the greatest. Like everybody will say it at least on wax, but you know, they get a nod to somebody else, Jay-Z, Wayne, whoever. Like for you, what is that lyrical prowess? What is that dog? Where do you see yourself in the pantheon?
Don't be humble, sir.
Please don't. Please don't. Use that megaphone. Use that megaphone, sir.
Actually, here's the funny story. Something my dad always said growing up to me. He's like, no matter what the situation is, son, always remain humble. But the thing is, he always broke it down, and like kind of like how Itachi goes up to Sasuke and flicks the forehead, and he's like he learns more and more information from that. He did that for me as I was younger. He said, always remain humble, but at the same time, just because somebody pats you on the back doesn't mean they're looking for great things for you. But I've also learned in music, being competitive, as in there's a difference between being humble and there's a difference between being too humble. And too humble also can reflect as in you don't have the self-confidence to tell me that you're dope. You know what I mean? And that could be a scary thing.
Pass
and
I've laid around for the third
know
time.
what I mean? And I'm just gonna be honest with you. Sometimes I do suffer from that, from time to time. Like I'll be like, I'm okay. Well, I appreciate it. Thank you. I do what I can, And sometimes it's good to say, hey, I did that. And that was definitely, definitely a dope experience. So when it comes to rap, I am competitive. And I will make sure that in any track or anything I do the very best that I can. This isn't like, oh, that's light. Oh, this is whatever. Or, you know what I mean? I want to give you my best every time, because if I, decide to stop one day, I can look back and say, yeah, I did that. And then I can also look at, my siblings, because it's even more, because my dad got remarried. So I got 3 younger siblings. So I got 2 little brothers and a sister. And my first little brother is 14, and he came when I was 22. So it's a different dynamic of being the big brother, but you're in the age of you could be the uncle too. So if it was any more motivation, I needed to be like, okay, my dad worked a lot, and he made sure that we did what we need to survive. So did my mom. Both of them worked around the clock. So a lot of times I was home alone when it came to things. So a lot of my nerd stuff and all that was just in the lonely most of the time. So learning that was the motivation to be like, look, I'm going to have to, if I'm going to do it, I'm going to have to do it. And the thing is about him, and he was always about going for it. He said, Mark, you know what I mean? Like he called me Steven, because me and my dad have the same first, middle, and last name. So, he'll be like, if you want, you got to go for it. And regardless of how stupid it looks, how other people feel, how they laugh, how they chuckle, you go for it. And because of going for it, that's how I became a Power Ranger.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? 30 years later, this is something I've wanted to do since I was 6. You feel what I'm saying? But to be back in the rap portion or whatever, I try my best to do the best that I possibly can to be the most competitive. And like talking about like I'm in the Raptors or the greatest or anything like that, we'll talk about that when I'm like 60 or 70. And then we could just match the numbers from there.
Ooh.
Oh,
Ooh. One follow up. You ever been collabing with someone and you wrote something and you like, this is heat, and then they go in the booth first.
Oh, don't say
and you like, hold on, time out. I gotta like, anybody ever made you sort of like, let me pull the pen back out because you're not gonna do this to me on this track.
On my own track.
Not in a long time.
Okay.
Well, look at that. I was waiting on her to say something.
Not in a long time, but the closer the chorus is promise. Me and her go neck and neck when it comes to stuff.
I
believe it.
I knew it.
I believe it.
I can see that happening because
Right.
she's vicious.
Oh
Prowess is vicious.
She's vicious, and then I'll make the beats, and then she becomes even more vicious on those. It just makes it fun. You know what I mean? and it's great to have a partner, a teammate like that when it comes to doing music. Because sometimes you'll do the nerd stuff and music, and and you'll do it genuinely to enjoy it. But it's great when you have somebody that's like, I also have this big background of hip hop, and and he's a nerd like me. It's a match in heaven when it comes to music. So being able to collab and then have different ways of saying things and and performing them, it just makes it super awesome because hip hop is still hip hop, but showing what we grew up with and combine it together in a melting pot, it's just fire. It's like make the track a Comic-Con at this point, as many bars as possible.
Damn.
I love it. Cheers to that.
Spartan.
I feel like I should be passing around a collection plate. I got nothing. I feel like that one deacon in church that just at this point I'm just gonna go back down the pew as Mark is talking because what more can be said? What more can this man say outside of being? I mean, the whole thing about your mom saying, "Can you do an album without cussing?" I said, shout out to moms for pushing us in ways that we never thought was possible, but they had to be slick about it. So I'm not going to knock that. That was a beautiful thing to do because that challenged you. But yeah, man, it's hard to ask. It's hard to ask. Take a drink. No, I'm fine. I am fine, sir. You enjoy whatever libation you have over there, sir, because it is your birthday. It is not mine, at least not for 4 more days. So it's your day. So enjoy. No, but really, in all seriousness, Mark, it's just the fact of I am in awe, if not a question, but just I am in awe of the fact that you have just taken a passion and you've made it a livelihood. Like you taking things that we love, that we honor, that we still talk about in this day and age, and you've made it your passion, you've made it your message, you made it your voice. All I can do is give you flowers, man, because outside of that, there's nothing more we can ask you outside of you kind of sitting on Mount Everest, and we're like, what other places do you think you can go at this point? Or do you still think that you have is there still a mountain out there that you want to climb, but you don't want to say it, or you can't say it, or certain NDAs don't allow you to say it, or things of that nature? Do you still have those milestones you want to hit? And if so, can you talk about them?
Absolutely, man. I always say it. A lot of people look at me and they be like, no way. I just say it's a long way to go.
Ooh.
You see what I mean?
Yeah.
And certain accolades I want to be able to do is like I want to cover those properties of the goal is to be able to make the projects that literally, like how you hear with a lot of different rappers, you're like, well, I'm at the point I talked about everything. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
We all have that satisfaction as an artist to be like, did I cover everything I wanted to cover? And then that's where a majority of individuals either, everybody has their different strides of what they are. Some people stop rapping or stop things because maybe they didn't get what they wanted out of the goal of it. Maybe they fell out of love with it. Like there's many different components for that. Yeah. And when I look at it, I'm looking at, it's the things I grew up with. I still grow to this day. So until it gets to the point where I feel that, I want to tell a story a different way, or, maybe do it in a film form, or do it in, maybe an animated series way, or in a video game or something. I want to be able to tell the story, but there's many different ways that you can tell a story. Like, for example, everybody can write a comic book, but then you can get to a novel. And then not only after to a novel, then maybe you can make it a podcast situation where it'll be episodes of certain things that you went on in life. And then the best way of conveying a message is teaching. So when you teach other individuals about certain memories that you did have, you're creating memories alone. So by having that, it's just many different creative ways that you can continue to tell the story. So it is a mountain to climb for sure. And the crazy thing is, one of my biggest fears is heights. So climbing is just one stair at a time.
I'm with you on heights. I'm not a fan of heights either. Wait a minute.
But the funny thing about
we've been up in the space this long, and you not saying it.
But the funny thing about heights, though, is that I like roller coasters, which is interesting. And the reason why is because when it comes to heights, you're up there for a long period of time. If you can get over those little small things like in roller coasters and stuff like that, it's golden from there. You see what I'm saying? Don't
get me wrong, that sounds all well and good, but I just feel like, whenever I hear roller coasters, bungee cords, things of that nature, I'm like,
that's
why
different.
Do you want
to
Wait, hold on.
Put yourself in risk of death.
I think roller coaster the same way, because you're gonna sit there and tell me that you trust an automated system that pushes you anywhere from 60 to 80 miles an hour at 2.5 G's, and you're gonna sit there and tell me you trust it?
I trust that.
Well, first off,
a lot more than
first off, and this is for the people who are Cedar Point, because that's what you guys have. Okay. There's one ride that we don't get on because it breaks every single time, and that's the Top Hill Dragster. Y'all can have that.
The name alone.
I think it was between that and the Demon Drop, and they got rid of the Demon Drop because it did the same thing in the Top Thrill Dragster. I think they just recently, like before the pandemic, because I'm like, the one time I had a chance to get on it, couldn't get on it, and I'm like, and what happened? It got stuck when we were leaving, and I'm like, thank God.
See, that's
I didn't get on that.
That is an experience like no other. If you were in touch with your thoughts then, you will be now. You sitting there, you're not even thinking about nothing right now. It's like you've completely forgot about everybody you sit next to. You just like in a time zone, like you're caught in a genjutsu at this point. It's just like
now, I will say this though, because that is a way to get over your fears. Some people sit there and say, like me, heights, flying, pretty much those two things are the greatest fears I have. But if you're gonna flying and say it's safe, I'm like, yeah, okay. But I get the whole thing of facing your fear, and I get the whole thing of roller coasters and things of that nature, which kind of leads into what you're saying. Is like, you're only going to be able to you're only going to be able to get over something if you face it, and you come out better on the other side of it, which I think that, and correct me if I'm wrong, that kind of adds into what you put into your passion from what I'm getting out of that.
Absolutely.
It's facing yourself and just either accepting it or pushing past it is what I'm, getting that from you.
Yep. That's why the passion, the deeper project I made is success and failure, which is my biggest fear. And the way I have the thought of is being in the middle of the stairs. You don't know how many stairs is up. You don't know how many stairs is down.
Right.
And not everybody's going to be on that same stair with you.
There's a lot of preaching going on here tonight.
For real.
I'm sorry. But that was the passion.
For real.
It's revival night here at Blur's Eye View.
Don't feel bad. I'm just gonna pick up my collection plate and go back down my aisle on that one. That's just
listen. Instead of this being an after dark segment, this could be an early morning segment.
Let me pull out my deacon rag real quick here. And this,
I feel like if there was every time we need a church organ right now to be playing.
That's a fact.
Lord,
Chris, you know you gotta get that sound now.
I do now.
Just play with the drums, you know.
Right.
So, Grill the Horror, what do you have to ask?
Hello, y'all. Apologize for being late.
Hush.
Nobody noticed until you said something.
We don't take apologies around here for life.
Mommy,
Don't take apologies for life.
I'm gonna keep it real simple and easy. What character do you feel embodies you the most? Because you have talked about being a nerd in a lot of different places. So I'm just like, all right, what do you vibe with?
A character I embody.
Filbert.
No, I don't turn the page, wash your hands with comic books. You know what I mean? I keep it in the plastic. You already know how that works.
Oh,
at this era, now it can pay student loans with certain comic books. What you do is you buy the comic book, you get it graded, and you read it on YouTube like everybody.
That part. Yeah.
We're at that level now.
Preach, sir, preach.
But
Speak that.
I want to say a person that embodies me the most is Tommy Oliver from Power Rangers.
Okay.
Nice.
Him and the person itself, not just like the whole evil era or anything like that. Just the person that feels like, if anything is possible, go for it.
I mean, he did roundhouse a T-Rex, so I mean, yeah.
Yes, he did. He sure did. Possible. He did, but what more embodied me more is him as a person, because I saw him at a Comic-Con in Michigan when he came out. He was at a comic book shop, right? When I tell you, his line was so long, it was 11 hours worth of people. I didn't wait that. Because I had a conversation with somebody else in line. But the thing is that he served and talked to every single person and gave them the exact same energy to everybody else that was excited to see it. And when he signed my left-handed power glove, he was the first person to ever sign it. And I still got the video clip. It's on Instagram because a friend of mine does a little bit of the art for him. And then he said, he's like, you're supposed to be here. I was like, what do you mean? It's like, you're supposed to be here. And I was like, well, thank you. And then he grabbed the left-handed power glove and put it on. And it's Tommy Oliver, right, which was great. But he knew about all the music I was doing over time because he's used the music in TikToks before of the Ranger rap stuff. But I don't think we ever met. He never knew about it. But just seeing that, it meant more than anything. Just to hear him say that, just like you're supposed to be here.
I can agree with that because I've met him at Wizard World before. It was me and my son, and it was the first time I seen him in person, and seeing how he commanded a crowd, which blew my mind. And then when he left, me and my son were walking by, and he stopped and just talked to my son. He was like, "What's happening, little man?" And I'm like, "Dude, the Green Ranger."
You don't have to be loud to be powerful.
Right. He was like, "That's the Green Ranger." I'm like, green, white, red, black, whatever you want to be. He was all of them. And yeah, but he really dope dude. So it was
I wanted to make sure that I embodied that type of character of a person. And that's what I want to do in everything that I do. And you know, sometimes that's why when it comes to the humbleness and all that kind of stuff, like, you know, there's such thing as not having enough confidence to say that you're dope, but being humble as in like, you know, I appreciate you. God bless. Thank you so much for this opportunity and things like that. And then give me the power to inspire somebody else to feel like they've received a blessing as well. You know?
Yeah.
World, you know, the world is crazy. So the
So,
the last
you
thing we
mentioned
need is anything more than that, you know?
Lord, do we need hope?
Thank you.
Yes.
Can
We need so much of it.
I think I have a question.
Go ahead.
What?
Jared.
Okay.
I'm so
let's hear it.
sorry. If you if you could pull somebody to work with that isn't necessarily in this circle, who would you want to work with? Somebody that maybe not be a blur, but you see potential in them. Who do you think you might be able to pull something out of,
It's
music
something-
wise?
Somebody bigger, or you know, like in the industry,
Whoever,
maybe,
like
or?
somebody that you have seen that isn't necessarily considered nerd, blurred, whatever type of person. Who do you think you could pull in to work? Who would you like to work with in order to make your music pop? If that's the best word I can think of, phrase.
Well, that's
Sorry.
interesting. No. You're fine. No, that's a very that's a good question. Because the reason why is because there's certain people I've worked, you know, that wanted to work with have done stuff like this before, and people didn't realize it. Like, I mean, Donald Glover is one. I mean, he was doing nerdcore in like 07, 08 with MC Chris back in the Aqua Teen Hunger Force stuff. You know, the Freaks and Geeks and I'm Not a Rapper mixtape. So there's that. It would be very interesting to start. I would love to work with Linkin Park for that.
Okay.
Like working with Mr. Han or Mike Shinoda. You know, like just that element would be really cool to do.
Nice.
Who else?
Royce don't count.
Royce and M.
Well,
you never know.
All right, never mind.
Oh,
Okay.
made us the point.
You and Mike.
Dang.
Shinoda
What did he
would be
say?
Is news about to be made?
Royce Nickel 9?
I'm sorry.
Hmm.
Okay,
5'9".
so moving
I feel like
along.
we're approaching. I feel like you're approaching NBA territory.
He can't.
I don't know.
In other words, he can't reveal.
Man, you and Mike Shinoda would be insane. Absolutely insane.
Yeah, either that or even doing something with the Executioners with all those DJs.
So
I think Anime Nightclub. I'm just saying, I know I'm a fan of theirs and everything like that, but Anime Nightclub.
Yes, my boys.
That'd be awesome. And then maybe some of the K-pop stuff too. Yeah.
Oh my
I would like
That's
to
a genre
that.
then. Okay.
Think about K-pop over soul beats, you know?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
people don't know that
it's
stuff.
giving NSYNC, so I mean they did it.
BTS and Mark Cooper.
Korean soul, man. Look, will have you in a whole different vibe. I'm telling you.
Yeah, and even the ones that made all the the 80s J-pop club songs like Stay With Me and all stuff like that, like artists like that, and make, you know, maybe anime credits for certain shows and stuff. Kind of bring that.
That would be.
And then of course Daft Punk from the 80s stuff doing synthwave.
Man.
Goals.
Yes. Can we put Mark together with MC Frontalot? I would give anything to see.
Already done. There's a song called Nerdsmiths. It's got MC Frontalot, MC Lars, Schaefer the Dark Lord, Mega Ran, Shubzilla, Richie Branson, and Dambo.
Oh goodness.
I mean, I don't know half of those, but that's a roster.
I got Shubzilla.
Oh yeah, that's the hell of
what I heard.
You're right.
MC Lars, Shubzilla, yeah, all of them. Yeah,
Richie Branson from Camp or the Bring Toonami Back era.
That's insane. I gotta find it now. I gotta find it.
Yeah, and them raps as well. That's part of Nerd Out. So
we need links.
Oh, they're everywhere. You just go. It's Mark Cooper. You know.
I'm telling you.
That's a plug for you, baby. I'm just trying to say.
I'm telling you. I'm telling you, once I interviewed 8 and then got introduced to Mark, there was a whole rabbit hole, and I got introduced to it. Seemed like it was just like, oh no, we all here.
Oh yeah.
And I haven't stopped. So I know there's a project you finished because you mentioned it, you touched on it a little bit earlier, being a Power Ranger, and you got a chance to be a Power Ranger. I think it was like a fan film, right?
Yep. Beast Hunters. It's actually 3 or 4 episodes we're still filming now.
Nice.
See,
Got to see the green room. That was fun.
that feeling of you always come to me as a person who has fulfilled your goals without realizing they're the actual goal. It's just part of your childhood, right?
Mhm.
And you're just like, that's done, and it gives me Kobe vibes every time you're on and every time we talk. It's always like the work's not done. Like it's like
Right.
there was.
I agree, and I'm a Jordan and Kobe fan fanatic, so I appreciate that.
Yeah, I think that when you were first on, it was me and DC, and we were talking, and we joked and said, "Yeah, he's probably got like 25 projects in the camp." He was like, "Yeah, I just finished," and he said nonchalantly, "Yeah, I just finished like 7." We were like, "Yo, we were just joking," and
Not with this one.
and we knew that's when we knew. He was like, "Oh yeah, this guy here is the absolute truth," and yo, I can't wait to get this mixtape. Much like your other work that I still listen to. go to Bandcamp, go cop them albums. Like I'm
Well, all I know is that I will tell you this for Kickstarter purposes or whatever. You do know on that tape it's gonna be more than those things, right?
Huh? Huh?
I'm sorry, excuse me.
Because like I said, I mean, Nickelodeon is 45 years. It might be hard to cover.
Damn, I feel old.
You and I both.
It might be hard to cover it with just one. We'll see.
Oh, I'm sure there's going to be another one. Like I am more than positive.
I can hear the money running out of Kira's bank account.
No. I ain't trying to make anybody broke here. I promise.
Listen, if it's not you, it's going to somebody else. So you might as well take it.
That part.
All right.
That part. That part.
Shush. How's that pause?
Scoop up the bill.
Look, think about what you said, Kira. What you just said.
It wasn't that bad.
It's
y'all the worst. Okay, enough. All right, stop.
So we are going to take a quick commercial break. We're going to come back. We got a bit of news. Mark, can you stick around with us?
Absolutely.
All right. You better. We will be right back. Blurred's Eye View is a proud affiliate of Otaku Noir. Use the code Blurred's Eye View for 10% off on all items. With a different nerd-themed box filled with items made by talented blurs across the country, you surely will not be disappointed. Go to otakunoir.com. Otaku Noir, the #1 blurred mystery box company. All right. There we go. Look, it was Navy at first. He was like, "What's happening?"
Good Lord, why I gotta be in the middle of it?
I gotta get one more in, but while I'm doing that, I'll do So it looks like we might get the finishing of a certain storyline after all. Avatar: The Last Airbender for Netflix has been greenlit for its second and third and final season. Daniel Day Kim the way he trolled the cast was actually quite hilarious. Because he drags him. He's like, so I spoke to Netflix, and the news we wanted, we didn't get. And the cast, they started it's like the air got sucked out the room. They were doing like a Zoom call. And he said, but there's a plus side. He says, there won't be a second season of Avatar. And they were just like, oh man, disappointed. However, there will be a second and third season. He was just like, damn it. Like, trolled the hell out of them. It was like, it's I hate you, but I like you. I hate you, but I like you.
That's how they get you.
That's how they get you. So remember last week when I said that Grant Gustin said he was more than open to come back as the Flash in the James Gunn universe.
Of course.
Yes.
James Gunn responded and said he would love to have him back.
Let's go.
That's
Yo,
awesome.
Character asshole.
Yeah. I am now unclenched, ladies and gentlemen. Yes.
In
It
Gunn
can
we
flow
trust.
freely now
In
by
Gunn
the
we
grace
trust.
of God. There we go.
Man, oh man.
Let the church see, man.
So he said, James Gunn says he'd love to work with the Flash's Grant Gustin.
Man.
He's responded to the comment. He said Grant is an incredibly talented guy performing now on Broadway. I believe in this and is absolutely not going to waste just because he's not currently in a DC project. But of course, I'd love to work with him at some point. In other words,
Let's go.
it sounds like I'm just waiting on your schedule. I'll write it up.
I'm gonna need your end of Broadway schedule, sir, before we
You're right.
So how much is your contract currently? How broke are you? Because Broadway don't pay like it should. So
No.
that's really
I am all for that. That sounds amazing. It's something that a lot of fans has wanted.
Yeah.
We've all
Yes.
said that even though the
All of
show
them?
did, we've often said that the show did run long in the tooth. That's not his fault, of course.
Right.
That's Greg Baloney.
Yeah, Greg Baloney. So there's that part. But we always loved him as the Flash. He was perfect. Next to John Wesley Shipp, he was perfect. So when Gunn responded, I'm like, what's all left, right? Just
Paperwork.
Send the lawyers.
go ahead, sign that up. So
send a plane. Fuck a lawyer.
Lock him down. Like, look, we want you on these dates, and this is what we need you for, and we just want to have you signed in.
With great respect. That man ain't working nowhere else right now. He could just hop on a plane and just be there. With respect.
Look,
I risk nothing.
I think Grant's more than willing to say, you know what, I gotta there's
an understudy in the back.
There's an understudy.
We're all willing to do that.
There's always an understudy. Give somebody else a chance.
Not there's an understudy in the back.
The understudy's like, yeah, sure. I'm co-signing this. Go ahead.
I get to be lead. Everybody's happy. So after 20 plus years, Rooster Teeth will no longer be in business.
I cannot believe that.
But
Warner
did you hear how it happened though?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Warner Brothers Discovery.
I did not educate us.
Dude,
take the floor.
But the messed up part about it is that people who are part of the company Rooster Teeth, they didn't find out till they saw it on Twitter.
That's crazy.
Ooh, that's dirty.
That's
That's
part
cold-blooded.
I'm taken aback by that because that's like
That's why
that was the boom of YouTube, believe it or not. You know what I'm saying? Like Rooster Teeth and Machinima and Red vs. Blue
back in those days.
Like
Right.
that was everything at that point, as in consistent episode-based content. Like that was before like Epic Rap Battles in History. That was before Death Battle. That was before a whole bunch of continuation types of content out there.
It's
if I find out I'm fired on Twitter, I'm flipping tables and king cars.
That's the only thing.
Right.
That's all you can do. I'm
Yeah.
not destroying that
bro.
computer. It costs
That's
money.
why some of those channels from back in the day never took those big contracts with like other companies because they wanted to stay independent. Because you like, look at Your Favorite Martian that just came back, but we had to wait like 10 years for the deal to expire because
Yeah,
Disney
especially when
makers.
Ray walked away, and then he had
I didn't understand that when I
was
was
that like
younger.
his friend or cousin or something that took out took over Equals 3 or whatever.
No, so what happened was, and I didn't understand it because I was like younger at the time. So he was like independent with Equals 3. Then he was signed with Maker. Then Disney bought Maker, and then they basically did to him what I think they were trying to do with Aaron in the Boondocks, and they just wanted him to because he was the first person doing music and cartoons and his own show and auditioning and on television and was doing a web series. And they basically wanted him to like double it, and they gave him a new contract that was pennies and biscuits, and he's like, I'm not taking this. And
That's what Matt Pat did. So
I'll just wait the 10 years for my contract to expire. And they've been slowly re-uploading all his old music because he had to wait like a decade to get his own stuff back.
This has been this year, 2024 has been something.
That's a word for it.
We only 3 months. We're barely 3 months in.
Whatever Cat Williams, first off, I want to thank you, Cat Williams, because you exposed a lot. You kicked the gate open somewhere. Like you spoke to the Orishas or something. I don't know what, but that gate got kicked open and people got exposed.
And everybody is talking about everything at this point.
Yeah.
Cat Williams roasted comedians so bad they all turned into Instagram models because everybody stopped telling jokes. The second you got to prop your camera up and hit this pose, hey, you just like they can get on stage and write something. Like at least Dave Chappelle responded like during a set. Dave was like, yeah, Cat didn't lie, but he didn't have to say all that shit.
but Tafari, look at it this way. Dave took a response and made a Netflix special out of it. The Bird Paradox, he took one comment and made an entire special off of it. Versus comedians now where it's like, look, whatever Cat said, it ain't. I was like, bruh, if I was you and I was a comedian, I would have fire on stage.
Pen to paper, like
there's only one comedian I've seen who has taken situations and flipped it, and it's Ben Chappelle.
Thank you. I'm about to say
it's Ben Chappelle. It's why who he is. It's like he's one of the kings, and he's managed to take that content and like the guy that attacked him on stage. He turned that and put that in his set and turned it into a whole story and a joke.
Man, way too funny, bro.
Yeah. I'm just like, and flipped it.
It's like, how do you, as a comedian, how do you get offended when another comedian calls you out? It's like, if you did your dirt, then just make a bit out of it. Because what we gonna do? Be mad at you for taking money?
See, it's been a ride. It's been a ride.
Definitely.
So, we have a trailer.
Yeah,
that trailer is Fallout.
A Fallout trailer?
Coming to Prime.
No, this is gonna be high quality.
Okay.
Hello there. I'm here to show you a wonderful place.
Oh, this motherfucker.
I like him.
Right?
Shade. Veritable Camelot. The new period. Not made by God Almighty, but the working man.
You can be a hero by purchasing a residence in a Vault-Tec vault today. Because if the worst should happen tomorrow, the world is going to need you to build a better day after.
The mission of the vaults should be important to everyone. To come up to the surface one day and restart civilization. Can you tell me what's happened in the last 200 years?
Holy shit.
I am.
Damn.
That's all you dipshits were saying.
Okay. All right. I'm sold.
Set the world on fire.
Who humming? Stop humming.
What the fuck?
Kind of rough week.
Yeah.
Freddie?
Voldemort.
Up here.
He's a character.
Voldemort.
Oh.
You need to go home. You come from a world of rules, of laws. You should not be alone.
Why did you join the Brotherhood?
Nice.
People who hurt me. I'm going to come after you.
Hey, we get a dog.
The Nomad.
Ain't much stage cleanup here, Volty. Well, now that is a very small drop in a very, very large bucket of drugs. You got it this wasteland. Looks like
No.
behind the wheel.
What's there?
I'm sold. I am sold. I am so sold.
Facts.
Yeah.
Yo, I want to see this. I know nothing about this game series, but
Oh, they have taken.
Oh, this game series is crazy.
Oh, if you never played Fallout, you're gonna trust me. You're not gonna be disappointed.
Listen, I know about it. I know about the bolts.
To disagree on
They got the look right. I will say that.
Yes, agreed.
Yeah.
They nailed it.
Oh yeah, they got down.
Mm-hmm.
You little killer.
I'm down for this.
All right, they win.
Yeah.
They win.
Jesus.
They're not even gonna like. I can't eat the whole thing.
Fuck,
Like,
now I
Oh,
gotta
it
pay
is.
for Prime again. Damn it. Okay.
That
fine.
one thing that Mystical said, who's fighting in the forest with the grizzly bear?
Hey,
First
if
off,
you gotta help the bear.
Yeah.
Right.
No, I
The
will, I
bear
will
definitely
say.
took that mean left, and I was like, "Yep, that's what sold me." Popcorn.
I will say this just because this is going to be a question. You do not have to play any of the Fallout games because they are going to basically explain the series. So you don't got to go back and play the games. Although if you want to, you're more than welcome to, because I was kind of being quiet because there's a lot of characters I recognize they showed. But again,
Like
you don't have to play the
Skill.
games to understand the series.
Yeah, I know the Red Skull variant is somebody. I just don't know what he's called.
Yeah.
I call it. It's Walter
The Red
Goggins,
Skull
and every
variant.
time I see Walter Goggins, I don't
Thank
trust
you.
that guy.
Right. That's
Thank
it. He
you.
has me convinced. I saw him.
Thank
I was like, okay.
His character's the Nomad. I love that. His
Yes.
character is gonna be something else, and I loved him in the game. And if he's exactly how he is in the game, y'all will be pleasantly pleased.
Look,
And it's gonna
Goggins.
drop
It's-
all at once too. It's not even gonna be a weekly format, which I
That's what
wish
I'm
I
saying.
wish it was, but
Mhm.
it's gonna
Yeah,
drop all
We
at once.
have.
That's literally because my birthday's on the 14th of April. I'm going to be eating that whole fucking weekend. I'm just saying. That is, what are you
Like, kinda
watching?
like Nicole,
Cake and Fallout.
Yep.
kind of like Nicole said, it does look like it. Like I've kind of
Mhm.
watched the video games. I've never played it because Jay loves it. So it does look like it. But like I said, if they get a couple of crazy ass vaults, that's what I want to see.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because like some of those vaults are nuts.
I will say this about Prime.
don't spell it, because God,
Look,
looking at
I
you.
will say this about Prime. Some of the projects they've come out that are nerd based, Invincible, The Boys, Gen V, they've nailed it.
They've been awesome. Yeah.
They are not here to.
They
fuck around.
really have fans behind the scene. They have to, and that's what's
Yeah.
up.
Like
It's
they
pretty
got
much Amazon all spring into summer because Invincible is back. What I think a week from now.
Yep.
Yeah.
Boys
Invincible
just
second half is back. Yeah.
Yep.
Boys just dropped the teaser for there when they come back. I don't miss the release date, but
June.
Yeah, I see they're on the promo tour with Homelander posing for a crowd. I don't think
Make
realizes
America
they make
Great
fun
Again.
of.
That was petty.
Look,
Wait,
man.
what happened?
I've said it before. I'm saying it now. the people that are behind the boys and their marketing campaign are absolute geniuses. I swear. When they had that sneaker con down there in Philadelphia, and they had them ugly as god awful Trump shoes.
Hell yeah.
And then I turn around that Monday and they got the Homelander shoes. And I'm like, y'all just
quit.
They got a
I
new
love
poster
this.
with they got a new
I'm here for
Homelander
it.
poster with "Make America Super Again." They have
Yeah,
the
Make
chance
America
to
Super
do
Again.
funny-
Yeah.
They have the chance to do the funniest thing in the boys.
Not it says massa. I can't.
Somebody pointed that out on Twitter, and I didn't catch it till just now. But they have the chance to do the funniest thing and have Homelander.
There's no pause. There's no pause. I'm just saying.
Wow.
But no, they have a chance. They have a chance to do something hilarious. If they have Homelander in universe do his own Mortal Kombat rollout,
I got
Man,
that'd
be good timing considering the fact he's the next. I think he's the next character to be released in the combat packs. That would make sense.
That or
He's got to be. Yeah, because Omni Man. Yeah, he is the next one. He's the next one.
Yes, unlike the Trump shoes, they might actually get the Homelander shoes they ordered.
I wonder if they're gonna do any merch for this Fallout show, because every time they drop a game, all the merchandise usually goes crazy. People always buying like little Pip Boy dolls and sodas and
that stays more gets sold. That's Pip stuff still. Pip stuff, the actual
the watch, right?
The actual watch, yeah, that always gets sold out.
I was gonna say I could never find one. Like I see them, like I grab it, and I'm like, we find. So there's something now. No, go ahead.
Weren't they the ones that had a problem with the merch over the helmet?
Because there were too many people trying to make copies of it to where it was flooding the market, and it wasn't the authentic one, so that caused issues. So yeah, they went on Bethesda don't be playing about their merch.
No,
they don't.
No.
So
Fallout Funko line. Understood.
There is, and I have to get the name of the company, but I shared it in our group chat, and me and Spartan both said the same. Because I looked at my wife and I said, "Can I have a motorcycle now?" Because it's a company out there.
Oh, the Akira motorcycle.
They have the Akira motorcycle, and it's actually functional.
Is
Like
this where the midlife crisis comes in?
Oh no, that's the fanboy. That's
the fanboy. That is the to have a 2-cycle gyroscope motorcycle in Akira form. Sorry, that ain't a midlife crisis.
That's change your name to Canada. What is the little juggernaut dudes called in Fallout that the helmet is from?
My ex-wife.
The power armor.
Whatever the big bulky suit they're wearing is called.
That's called power armor.
Who's gonna be the first person to make a cosplay? I know it's coming. Second that show drops, somebody's
already
getting
made.
Somebody did.
Yeah, somebody did.
Yeah, they've already made it.
I saw it in San Diego.
It's been years.
I think.
I figured to see a new line of them, and somebody would add a twist once.
Well, technically, there's I forgot what cosplayer, because it was like when Fallout 76 came out, they were doing it, and then New Vegas they were doing it. So
you're right.
There's a certain person that literally has a very nice cosplay of it. I just can't remember the name right now.
We still got to do.
My giant cosplay. I think he did. I think anyway. Continue.
Because we still got to do Kente Cloth Master Chief. Don't forget about that first.
No, we are not doing that. No, that armor. No.
Is that similar? Is that similar to the A Train pop that I recently? Seen?
Yes, that's literally what everyone was comparing. It was.
It's for $5. I can go get it tomorrow, but I'm like,
for Black History Month, after you gave us Halo, you gave us that goddamn travesty.
Like every collective blurred was just like, what the?
The color scheme looks okay when you actually wear it. They just chose the worst
exactly.
model. They just chose the worst model. On the samurai one, it looks cool, but why did you make the rollout character masked with like Michael Blackson's skin from last Friday? Like his whole dashiki cloth was.
It was good and terrible. Although the samurai one was cool, but like you said, Tafari, the one they were kind of posting up there, no, hell no.
So
yeah, this will be my intro to Fallout, so I'm excited.
this
Same.
doesn't really look. It looks really
Like officially.
Same right here. Yeah.
And like I said, Amazon with their nerd properties, I have not been disappointed. They did not pull punches on anything they've done yet. Gen V was a pleasant surprise, and they continue to surprise. I'm just like, oh, y'all shouldn't have to have any problems.
I'm gonna
I
go
still
back and
appreciate
play
Prime
Fallout
for
all
doing
over
Critical
again.
Role. I appreciate that. I appreciate that for doing Critical Role. You know, Vox Machina. I love
that is awesome.
Because I'm a critter, so I love anything Critical Role.
See, so it's funny you say Rings of Power may have been mid, but the dwarf the dwarf queen.
I did like her.
Facts.
Didn't they get another season?
Yes.
I think so. When she got to singing, I did stop. Everything I was stopped. I'm just like, I see why the Rocks are listening to her, because Jesus.
Hold on.
Pause.
Miss Whoopty.
Really well.
What did you say
Really?
in them comments? What'd you say?
Really well.
That Rings of Power was mid.
How?
Yeah, see, I agree.
How?
I don't think it was mid. Yeah.
It took too long to take off for what?
Ma'am?
No.
Ma'am. What were okay.
No, don't get me wrong. There's characters I liked. Don't get me wrong about that. There are characters I liked, but I felt like the story was dragged out. I guessed most of what was going to happen before it happened, and maybe that was just me.
But that's because we have all of the rest of the story told already. We already know what's going to happen. We knew. I could have told you the. I'm sorry. I'm taking this.
No. Because I'm looking at all the fellas. All the fellas is like, we were waiting on this type of conversation.
Go right ahead.
I'm in trance. Let's go.
We were just trying to figure out who was going to be Sauron.
Sauron.
I'm
Yep.
talking
In
about
the whole
episode 4.
That's
we're good.
well, okay, that's fine. However, how did we get here?
Okay, how about this?
I'm trying.
Even if you were able to predict it, did you at least enjoy the journey of it? Of like,
I did. I watched the whole
Wait,
thing.
not you.
Wait, where did everybody go? What?
Wait, it's us. Okay, no, forget them.
Okay, so here we go.
Forget them. They gone. Ladies night. Come on, quick.
Let's go.
We gonna
Even though I could have guessed what was going on by episode 4, I still sat and I watched the whole thing because I like any story that'll take me back to the world that Tolkien built.
Okay.
I've got a stupid encyclopedia over there in the corner, Tolkien encyclopedia in the corner, so you know I'm invested.
Okay,
but I felt like it could have been done better,
ma'am.
What about it? Because I'm struggling.
I need bullet points.
It was a little slow. It was a little slow for me.
But
that's my problem.
Okay, you know why it was slow for you? It's because you've read the books, you have the encyclopedia, you have points of reference that you can go back to it in the back recesses of your mind. The conversations that we are having, we have had several times. You can, give me some too. Give me a line.
Facts.
Yeah, okay. What they were doing is setting the world up for people that don't know.
Yes.
Okay,
like
I
me.
can appreciate that.
That don't make it slow. That just means you know too goddamn much.
It was slow.
Hater. You hater.
All right, so what do you want to see in season
now,
2? What do you want since you like really know the world? What do you want to see in season 2?
Like right now for season 2, I'm kind of like I don't know where they're gonna go with it from here. Like
right.
So that alone is going to make me watch season 2. Like I want to see where they're going to go with it and how they're going to take the story further. Because if they wanted to, they could have stopped right there. If they wanted to, yes.
I mean,
that's
how
if you've seen the other movies, the Peter Jackson ones, you could kind of see how if they stopped there where it could have gone. Do you understand what I'm saying?
You talking about the original 3?
Yeah,
I mean
the extended ones.
I feel like Rings of Power is set way before, so there is a lot of story to be told. You know what I'm saying?
Isn't it like 500 years or something wild like that?
Right. So there is a lot of story that could be told.
Yeah, and we only technically in year 1.
Yeah,
barely.
I still want to see where it's going to go, but I still felt the first season was slow.
Okay.
I can't.
I mean, listen, to each their own.
We agree to disagree.
To each their own.
you know what? I appreciated it. You know what? Also, I am not a Tolkien reader. Not a fan. Not gonna lie.
Thank you.
The books.
It was too much.
It ain't from no power to me.
It took a whole summer for me to read the entire book.
Commend you for that.
And I had the 1-volume copy of it, which I do not suggest to anybody. Buy it in 3 books.
Girl, I failed The Hobbit in grade school. Okay, that's how much I didn't read that shit. All right,
ma'am. That tis much.
Yeah, you can.
We are approaching a point of no return from this tangent.
I am such a
and then you rip it away from us.
I appreciate
this isn't Congress.
Cool.
This
No,
isn't
you know what? Because see, I've been waiting for this, and this is why I wanted more women on the ship. I wanted this.
Okay.
I wanted this level. It's not chaos, it's controlled chaos, and I can work with controlled chaos. And they're not chaotic.
No.
They talked it out.
It's with respect.
Yeah.
Right. I don't like your opinion, but I respect you.
Rub it in, why don't you?
But I season 2.
That was fun.
We got to do a show where it's just the ladies and they do their thing.
Hey, let's get it.
Martin, how great is it?
I'll sit in the back and pilot the shit. I'm like, hey, I'm up front. You guys do whatever.
I don't think there's too much else that we will disagree on. It's just this.
Yeah.
So,
and some animes. But that's fine.
It's hiding his booze. By the way, the way we all came back on mid-drink, that's what church turns into after everybody leaves in the pool.
See, y'all will chat. We will get inebriated. That's how
absolutely. See,
I'm mad that a lot of y'all came back with cups.
For real.
I
was about to join Safari on Battlefront. Like, hey, well, might as well.
One more week.
So see, this is why I enjoy doing this platform, because just these kind of conversations. It's not disagreements; they're conversations, and we can have them and talk about them. So, boom. I think we're gonna have a ladies episode for the next season. So we talked about Gustin possibly coming back. Now, Gunn is just. This is what I like about James Gunn. He's
a demon. He's a demon.
He's a comic fan. That's the most important thing. He's a comic fan.
Demon.
He got all of the Infinity Stones.
Somebody will make a comment or a rumor, and he gets in front of it so quick.
It's easy.
So
what are you gonna do? Fire him?
Right. That's the energy he got right now. Too. He's like, what are you gonna do? It's already written in stone. You can't do anything to me. So while they're trying to figure out, because we know he has a project for Themyscira, right? He hasn't spoken about Wonder Woman at all, to no length at all. Like that is, he just spoke about it's literally like later on down the pipeline. Yeah, but I don't know. They're talking about Gal Gadot and still coming back, but here's an interesting pick, and it's only interesting because I didn't know this woman was that tall.
He fine.
Do you know who Elizabeth Debicki is?
Aisha.
That
mole.
Who?
Yeah,
the mole.
Gold girl.
Mole girl.
Yeah.
The mole.
Yeah.
Mole.
The gold woman from Guardians
3. From Guardians 2 and 3.
Oh, okay.
Aisha. So
I
didn't know she's 6'3".
Yeah, she's huge.
Yeah,
because we never really seen like
she's never
height comparison. Yeah, you never seen
like
any kind of height comparison.
Gwendolyn Christie.
Thank you. She told him Gwendolyn Christie.
Right.
Yeah.
She's about her size.
If not the same height. Jesus.
I like him tall. Yeah. I like him tall.
Why do I picture Montel sitting there saying that and his legs are swinging like Kevin Hart? Just sitting there.
Put me in the oversized chair. I'll sound like Elmo Tama.
I like him tall.
Oh,
that's
my
how
God.
you fetish me.
It's like Bradley Cooper in that Dungeons and Dragons movie.
Stop.
It's the same. Hey, he had a thing. He was little, and he had a thing for Michelle Rodriguez, which that movie does not get enough love.
No, it doesn't.
No, shame on you people who did not go see. There's a lot of movies that we could shame you guys on for not going to see and were really good, And Dungeons and Dragons, one of them. Origins, another one. You should be ashamed of yourself. Shamed. But yeah, they I don't know how they picked Elizabeth out the bunch. It's a rumor. It's nothing. He said that I'm doing Themyscira. I didn't mention anything about Wonder Woman. And
okay, can we get a Nubia?
Listen,
please.
You know what? You know what? Knowing Gun, and him using obscure characters that aren't hardly touched. Look,
can we accidentally flood his inbox with requests for Stephanie Williams to write it? Please, can we accidentally? Internet, I need y'all to real quick.
So Black Twitter.
If y'all are still about.
Y'all know
they're still about.
Okay, good.
Black Twitter will do one thing, will do the thing we always need them to do, and they will set the course right. They will keep keep the gate, and they like, not here, not today, not ever.
Not on my watch.
Absolutely.
So I don't know. That seems interesting, but I'm like you, Griot. I want to see Nubia.
As we should.
If you're telling the Themyscira story, which we know Wonder Woman lives in Themyscira, but if this is before her or whatever,
I mean,
it could be out of order. We're fine.
You could even tell the Trial of the Amazon. You could tell the Trial of the Amazons introduce so many other characters.
Who y'all casting though?
Whoever it is, I just need the theme music to be down like 10 octaves. That's all.
I heard on the octaves. Heard.
Like I said, whoever all I gotta say is Harry Williams. What's his face is still alive. He can redo the song for Wonder Woman. That's all I'm saying. He's not retired.
Yeah, it does not need to sound like I'm watching Pepper Ann.
Wow.
I mean, they was like, let's just take this guitar riff and just put it on infinite loop.
Everything.
Y'all seen Mad Max Fury Road? The dude with the flaming guitar. That's who plays Diana's theme whenever she shows up.
I thought that was me that just thought that, man. Oh, wait a minute. Because I'm like, hey, something's getting ready to happen. Why? Because that guitar riff's hard.
That guitar riff is like every entrance to everything that's going to happen on a video game that goes south. It's like the moment you start hearing that guitar riff, okay, somebody's about to die.
Just like Bleach when it has that random guitar down every time spirit pressure comes by.
It's always that same three chords. It's just
it's nothing else.
Whoever did the stuff during the Espada stuff was going in on that Spanish guitar because he was like a mundo.
Look,
Spartan said, let's be honest.
Spartan said in our group chat the other day, he says, does anybody else in here wish they had theme music to walk into? And my response was, what? You don't think of theme music while you're walking into something? Because I got to thinking about Peter Griffin. I'm like, you don't have theme music that's playing in your head? Is it just me? Okay.
You know, I thought about that after that. I was like, you know what? We all do have that internal song going. But I was like, no, it's just at that time I just kept getting a name that I didn't think I'd be getting. I feel like, you know what? Every time I walk in this one spot, I just want that music to play and just get acknowledged.
Oh, you mean like how like Family Matters and Sister had this random solo for whatever drama moment came by? It'd be like, whose cigarettes is that? It's mine.
Mine was terrible. It's like because the gym I go into, it's like, man, what up, big dog? I was like, I'm gonna come in here like Roman Reigns and just have his theme music playing. Just walk on in.
It's crazy because there's quite a few of us that still watch some wrestling, and Rock least recently just said there is nobody on this earth who could beat me. Nobody. And meanwhile, Stone Cold has been hitting the gym lately.
He's gonna be a WrestleMania. As soon as you hear that broken glass,
you gotta scrub that Brock Lesnar.
I mean, right now WWE needs a win because the stink of McMahon is still there.
No chance.
They've been blurring his face out on some telecasts.
Here's the
I'm
part.
like, damn.
if
He
you
took
try to
Brock
play,
Lesnar out of a video game.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And Brock Lesnar's an NPC. Ha!
Yeah, he's just there.
I still laugh.
Like, they scrubbed him out of the game like post release.
Yeah,
yeah.
Like it makes me wonder, and because the 2K24 is supposed to be out tomorrow, but the first update is also tomorrow. So I wonder what that update is. It gonna knock out Vince McMahon?
It's gonna be some random NPC. It's gonna be Eric Bischoff, like super muscular out there.
Man, that's a throwback.
Logging in.
Oh my gosh, I am weak.
Not Eric Bischoff.
The hair piece included.
I'm just saying.
Game got his own hot coffee edition before it even released.
Kiki Lane's name been tossed around for Storm and for Nubia quite a few times.
I'm picking. Okay, wait.
She's my choice for Nubia.
Here's my chance. Here's my chance.
I have another choice for Storm.
I don't know if you can see her.
We can.
Is that
That's Samurai Rider?
Oh yeah.
Samurai Rider could do it.
Dip. Just saying.
Look, if you're gonna play, if I need Shayna West to have a major role in the MCU.
Before James Gunn snatches her the hell up, please.
Right.
Hey, all's fair in casting.
So listen here. We don't get me wrong. We love Zazie Beetz as Domino because it worked. It worked. However,
she can't do all the things.
Yeah, she alright.
Tone in the hating. Stop that.
I'm not
just Thompson's got plenty of work too.
No, but that okay. In another podcast, somebody was mentioning. I don't know if how they mentioned they went out for a job and they were like they're gonna cast Zazie Beetz. Everything they go out for, they're casting Zazie Beetz. So it's like too much of her. Can we have somebody else?
I mean, I would love to see Samurai or Miss Shayna Wright.
I'm still with old girl from American Gods. I cannot think of her name to save my life right now. But every time I see her, I see Storm.
Yeah.
The Love Goddess.
Yeah.
For me, it's Joshua Jackson's ex-wife, Jodie Turner-Smith.
Yeah, Jodie Turner-Smith is a good pick. Is a great pick actually. Joshua Jackson, we know you have a type.
You
definitely got a type.
If I had known I had a chance. If I had known I had a chance.
First he left Dawson's Creek and wound up in Wakanda.
Right.
Because
that is true.
Like you don't go from one chocolate sister to another chocolate sister. Like, dude, you got a type. I'm not mad at you. You got a type. It's good. It's good.
It's mighty fine.
Like,
I'm
you
with
ain't
Clark.
chose
I can
wrong.
see-
So
I can see your titty Badaka doing it because she has that vibe. Oh my god! So she's Bilquis on American Gods.
yeah. DeWanda Wise has expressed a lot of interest. She said she wants to play Storm and no one else.
Oh yeah, she done made that a point. She's like, I cannot play anybody else. I've said and the thing about it is, we know Storm is eventually going to be casted, and oh dear God, that's going to be a debate and a half. But
oh man,
no
matter who gets cast, someone's going to hate it.
People are not ready for any kind of debates because now we got mainstream individuals who are not fans of the fandom at all, but they're just fans of being part of the conversation. And then they'll make TikTok videos and then talk about the references and like what?
You know what? I knew it was bad when old girl was doing the Little Mermaid and napkins were using science to make us understand that mermaids can't be black. You're using science to describe a fictional character that isn't real.
Meanwhile, if you watch the show, we have brown mermaids, and one of them was like Latina and deaf. So,
oh my vibranium!
I mean, Poseidon did have a Caribbean daughter as well, so I don't see.
Poseidon was a rolling fish.
Look, you look at
yes, he was.
Pop in that movie had a daughter per continent. So
man,
he got it in.
Wherever he laid that, never mind.
Trident. That's what you're gonna say.
Like, yeah, we were sad about Ariel's mom
He
dying.
is the
I'm like,
Kirk
don't you have like 6 others
of the seas, Captain Kirk of the seas.
Nick Cannon.
Damn.
Oh,
that's
Nick,
better.
you like to see
Better.
this.
See, had none of them looking like,
I'm sorry. I apologize.
No,
I get
truthful,
this is
truthful,
Ariel's
truthful.
story, but you're only down like one baby mama. You got like 6 others.
I'll be back. Where you going? I'll be back.
Every time you come back, you got another kid.
Yep. Pick up and kill it, and pick up and kill it.
Oh my
Father
god.
Goose. Good grief.
Well, I guess we're gonna lay the ship down for a little bit for the season finale. This has been a great season. Before we do that, first off, I want to thank Mark for coming on.
Thank you for inviting me.
Go out there, go get that project, go put on that Kickstarter, man. I'm putting it back up there again. So you don't have an excuse. Go out there, show support. He never lets people down. He's got some great content. Go check him out. Bandcamp, all that stuff. That he's on all the things, as Candy B says. He's on all the things. Go support all the things. And it's touching one of your childhoods. That's for sure. For the 45th anniversary, I'm not pausing through that.
I'm sorry.
I'm riding this one out. Wait. But yeah, man, dude, like every time, talk to the people.
Well, I guess it's just basically where to find me and everything.
Yeah.
Okay, easy. It's ITSMARKCOOPER. Follow me, your superstar.
Hey.
This man has more balls than Kit Kats.
That boy good. That boy good.
That boy good.
That boy good.
Well, talk to people.
That girl good.
Hey.
She inebriated too. Look at her.
Yeah.
Sir,
That pinky is forever balanced.
You are glowing.
Birthday
Okay.
party's not a kickback. Yeah.
It's hot as shit in this room. Can't open the windows because of the fucking fire. Whatever.
Before you go, I want to read what Prowess is saying. She says, "Congratulations! What an outstanding season. You all deserve flowers for celebrating all things blurty with humor and joy." Prowess, thank you,
Queen.
Thank
you, Queen.
When you come out of the show. So
you're due back, dear.
That part.
It's a whole new collective. You gotta come through, boo boo. Hi, my name is Lady Mandalore, also known as Roomful of Blurs. You can find me at various social media sites such as TikTok, such as Instagram, such as pick something. I also have a podcast that I do every Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, usually on Twitch and YouTube, Instagram, be ho and a ho. So, catch me if you can. I also have a little bit of voice acting that I do. You can find some of those lovely samples on TikTok. I am also currently writing for the newsletter for Otaku Noir. I have my first article up if you'd like to go and read about how I feel about the first episode of Demon Slayer, the road to Hashira training or something like that. It's up.
The Hashira training, yes.
We love
Hashira. Sorry, my bad. Yeah, you know what I mean. I like the goddamn show. Leave me alone.
The only thing I have to see is that in Dune. So.
That's my co-signing on to that next season, basically. Yeah, F the algorithm. Shout out to the new subscribers. Love y'all. Come back. If you have suggestions, I think we take them.
We do.
I don't know. Mark,
confidence in
you
that.
a real one, my guy. I know you. Hey, you a real one. I appreciate you. Everybody that's been on this season, y'all have been quite stellar. Thank you. I'm gonna stop talking.
As she goes back to sleep.
And keep on drinking.
Agree on the horror. Talk to the people.
Yeah, what's up? Once again, I'm gonna say the same thing that Lady Mandalore said. Thank you for rocking with us from going literally from about 500 to over 2,000 in literally 2 weeks. Like that's crazy. Yeah. So keep on rocking with us. We got a lot going. So yeah, I'm just gonna say I am Lainey from by Heart. You can find me and my husband at Geek by Heart. We actually when I just got home today, we did also a trailer reaction to Fallout 2. So catch that there as well. And for some reason, my adaptive is moving. I don't know why.
And the
Anyway,
outcast
I'm also shut up.
It's
I
the
see
bionic.
you, man. I can't do it. It's not doing, and I'm mad about
the bionic.
Keep moving. Fuck it. All right, anyway, like I said, I'm Geek by Heart. I'm Leaning by Geek by Heart on YouTube. You can find us on IG and TikTok. Also, you can find us doing trailer reactions and talking about movies. And Jay, my husband, is doing Gears of War. Gears of War on Fridays at about 6:30, 7 o'clock. He's religiously on Fridays, so check him out. He's doing it from the 1st to the last, which is, I believe, the 5th, because he likes going through series. When I have time, do Hogwarts Legacy. Love it. I just need to have time to actually play the damn game. So I'll just put it on our IG when I can. And stop trolling me, chick. Okay.
I've been sitting out the corner of my eye. All I see is thumbs and fingers. I'm going, what the hell?
Oh my God. Talk to her, Whoopty.
I am Whoopty freaking Do. You can find me in one or two places, either TikTok with the same name or on Instagram. And if you're ever in need of some, and you'll also find me talking mess in the comment section.
Like she is right now.
Like I'm doing right now. Also, if you're ever looking for press-on nails, you'll find me at...
No, wait. Hold on. No. Put them closer to the camera. Put them closer. That was too quick. Slow down. First of all, she got the Beetlejuice nails up in the top left. She got the Charlie Brown Christmas. She got the Demon Slayer special spotlights in the middle. She got the my Todoroki something,
Totoro. Oh my God.
If it comes to you, you can actually do my nails. Like,
Fuck
I want
facts.
it on.
Hey, yo, Blurred Con's gonna be lit.
Don't rub it in. I'm not
And
going
you
to
can find
You
me at Fresh Press
definitely need
Busby.
to have a booth because you would sell.
Correct.
Jesus. The one
Anyway.
year I can't make it and all the crew shows up and I'm just sitting there looking at my family like,
I mean, you could just fake like you had a heart attack. It's not hard, I promise.
no, I'm gonna
We're
tell you,
not
I'm
that
gonna
clear,
tell you what I
okay,
need.
damn it.
I'm gonna tell you what I need. I need a clone. That's what the hell I need.
No.
I need a clone.
Just spike your
Or
heart rate real quick. You'll be good, man.
or if the fans out there can somehow get me a TARDIS so I can do two things at once.
Here we
I'll
go
leave.
again.
I'm like, I'll go over here.
Bring
A
it up.
DeLorean, a TARDIS, kit. I don't care. One of them, something that works.
Oh, wait, I'm so sorry. Mayhem?
Wow.
Sign off. Sign off. Mayhem.
Oh God,
Sign
what did
off.
he do?
Will is over here firing off in the comments.
He's had a few.
Utter chaos.
Damn,
No,
bro.
You know that backstage party during the girls session. That just he got toe turned. That's all.
You know
Mhm.
that's
It shows.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, blurs of all ages, good evening, good morning, good afternoon. Once again, it is I, your frosty bearded blur Corey here. With the crew, you can find me at this magnificent name here. If you are interested, check out my YouTube. I've got more stuff coming out. Definitely check out my TikToks. One of my videos is actually going over 3,000 views, which is a blessing. So I'm going to continue to push everything. If you're not supporting Blur Station, please support Blur Station. We are doing big things and we're showing you we're doing big things. So get on board now, because if you wait till after everything is established, you're going to be too late.
Nobody
Because
told me.
now's the time to get on board. I'm just part of this magnificent crew. And if I had to give a word, had a friend of mine come in the store today and he had a really rough day. He went through a unexpected breakup. So, and I told him simply, it's okay. This is getting you ready for something else. If you experience rejection, it is not a defeat. It is a victory, because that door needed to close. Another one needs to open. You've got to recognize that door and stop living in that shadow because you think it's over. No, it's just beginning. Get yourself ready for that blessing, because this crew right here is proof positive that blessings are going to happen. So look out for yours.
Let's go.
If it's not blessings,
The
it's gonna be
church
an
that
ad.
we did today, Lord.
I mean, words have
If it's not blessings, you're gonna get. It's gonna be an ass kicking. It's the same price. I'm just saying.
I was supposed to be a preacher, but yeah,
Yeah.
I was like, nah, no, I'm good.
Tafari.
Hi.
Hola, you can find me here on all platforms under this name. I mostly post on Mondays because Mondays are terrible and I try to make them less terrible. I'm not up here this often, by the way. So if you're new here, don't get used to it. Mostly do
You
the
just need to
behind,
keep assassin.
yeah, I mostly do the behind the scenes work and boots on the ground stuff for this channel. So I'm usually just keyboard cripping in the comment section. I'm your neighborhood band with blood. So that's normally where I am. I just happen to be the place that's quiet for the next month. So, but back to business. Blurred's Eye Bits drop if you're new to this channel Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So we drop at least 1 to 3 clips between the shows, so you're still entertained. If you're new here during Black History Month, I ain't doing that every day again. Sorry. Thank y'all for helping us cross 2,500 subscribers during this show. Higher, further, faster. We appreciate y'all. Also, thank you all for the on times, earlies, and on CPT belated birthdays. I appreciate it. Like I learned, I have a twin every year, so happy birthday to me, Straw Hat Sanji, my homeboy from Never World, apparently Method Man, and Dr. Seuss.
Yes.
And any other Pisces children in the building.
Dang, weird. I realized, a lot of Pisces people in this group.
Speaking of birthdays,
swimming.
There he is.
Wait.
Look at him eyes. He's already cockeyed.
He's gone. That boy
He is
gone.
cockeyed now, y'all. You see that? He is cockeyed.
Ooh, he a little red too. Look at him. Look at him. See, look at the light skin.
He got one eye looking north and one looking south. What the hell?
Are these the levels of don't care you obtain when you cross over to 30? I just want to know.
Correct. It gets better.
Yeah.
Yes, let me tell you.
I'll be there soon enough.
When I crossed over to 18, what you mean? All right. Who am I will be watching the Cinematic Assassin.
Who am I?
You can find me at Mayhem Media. That's MAYEHEM Media. I talk movies and comics and TV. I specialize in all things sound design and audio mixing because I am an audio engineer by very expensive degree. What was I about to say? Oh, Fallout.
I don't know.
Fallout. Hey, run it back. When she's about to first go out, you hear a very low tick of a Geiger counter. I was like, getting to the details. I love it. But I know I'm the only one that cared about it. So
No. That I do know. I don't know anything about that show. I do know the Geiger counter is important. I'm with you.
Even I knew that, and I'm a knucklehead.
And a bear got hit in the face.
Right. I like how that's where we all got sold. We were just like, yep, need it.
Yep.
We
Even though it's only like
bears.
5 seconds of the film, and they might get eaten after that. But
girl, they upcutted a bear.
I don't know if you've heard, but my birthday is tomorrow.
Happy birthday!
I don't know if you saw, but I have a birthday present.
You know what's crazy is I was at the local GameStop and seen that and I had to put my hands on it just to see what the material.
Just what if, right?
I got a shield on my wall. I'm happy.
Thank you for putting the plastic covers on your Funkos, because Lord,
that part.
And I am still, your collectible liaison because that was basically 80% off. So if you want to know where the deal's at, you gotta get with your boy. Also, fresh new hat.
Damn,
I love that Death Star. Love that Death Star lid. Love it.
Ooh, wait a minute.
Yes, it's a Death Star lid.
Get into it.
Can I just say I really want a cowboy hat with a Death Star on it now.
You're in New York. It's not like someone can't make it for you.
That's interesting. That's a mix.
Listen.
It's a space opera.
That might work.
Cowboy
That
space
just
opera.
might work. That might work.
Always stress. Mental health is important. So please take your meds, take your PTO. And with my last shot of liquor for the night, I want to say they say that blood is thicker than water. However, it's actually blood of the covenant is thicker than water of the womb. I love you all. You are my amazing found family. You guys have made what could have been a terrible last trip around the sun bearable and so much more too amazing. I love you guys. I can't wait to do more and build more with you all. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, my man. Cheers.
Good night.
Technically, this is wine with Jesus drinking.
Look at that. And look,
Goodbye and good night.
for the final episode of the season, we got him again.
Thank you for coming. God bless.
No, I had to give Laney that one. Laney was the one that got him because Laney was like, them, his eyes was lit. I said, no, man, them eyes is Krispy Kreme. Those are glazed. Them eyes is glazed all the way over. Like
That
good
boy gone.
Good freaking grief. Anyway, yes, you can find me Black_Spartan615 on the socials as I do reviews on mostly everything, including gym stuff because I try to stay in shape. Of course, with the shows that I do, How the Fracker Got Here every Wednesday at 7, Give It Podcast every Friday at 7. Both podcasts can be seen wherever you hear or watch or do both with your podcast. Both can be also found whenever there's socials. I'm just going to echo everybody else's sentiment. We do thank you so much for the subs as we are just trying to come together for a collective message and showing that this is what happens when a bunch of blurs can come together, unify, bring our powers and gifts and accolades together, and we have a nice crew. As we bring on other people at the same time, I realize there's more of this ship I've got to put back together. So that's fun. Aside from that, guys, again, definitely check out blursedeyeview.org as I usually do the column writing for wrestling. Why? Because wrestling is real, people are fake. And again, guys, what? I'm sorry, what?
No, I was saying, yeah, he agreed, and then I said, yeah, I put her through the gauntlet, but that's because I know she can take it.
Pause.
That's what she said.
That pause button is broke. But the one thing we keep on saying, guys, again, unity is the best thing you can do. Like and follow, tell people about it. Just don't simply say you like the show. Actually tell people. Word of mouth is the greatest weapon we have against the algorithm. As Kira already said, F the algorithm. On top of that, con season is coming back around again. The same rules do apply, folks. Respect the cosplayer at all times, because a guy like me has realized if I can squat 500 pounds, I'm pretty sure I can throw somebody. Number two,
for the wrong reasons.
It's all in the back and legs.
It's legs and hips. Just legs and hips. Number two, again, I cannot stress this enough, because coming from the gym and also coming around from other people, bathing is important. I mean, seriously, bathe, water, soap, deodorant. Go. You don't have to bathe in Axe, then show up and go work out. We'll know. Yo Funk will never deny you. Trust me. But again, be clean. That's all we ask. And of course, the last rule that I have for myself that I use for everybody else in the world that we're living in right now, guys: be nice, be kind, don't be a dick, and we'll all be cool.
We'll all be cool.
Season 12. Damn, has it been a ride, and I love it.
We made it.
This season really. So for those that are going to AwesomeCon, go check out my man Hellspawn Cosplay. He does have some cards you might want to check out.
And Mayhem, he's going.
Mayhem will be there. So, but
with the undrunkening
between the
undrunkening,
the undrunk. That's a good one. Between the clips that'll be getting dropped in between our break off. Go check us out on YouTube. Go check us out on Always Press Record TV on Roku and your Amazon Fire devices. Be sure to show your love over to Otaku Noir, because if you use the Blurred's Eye View as your code, you get 10% off any item at Otaku Noir. The only blind box mystery company. I like to say that a lot, but then again, whatever. And what's going on to everybody out there in the IG? Thank you for showing your love and your support. Also, thank you to our guest, Mark Cooper. Always coming by, dropping gems. Go show your love at that Kickstarter. If you love Nickelodeon, and there's a lot of us out there that does. Go show your
so not to end this episode on a fucked up note.
Wait, don't do it.
Wow.
You don't have to.
No, because we're gonna go on a break, and I want to get this out while we're in the off period. Akira Toriyama just passed.
What?
Oh,
God. Wow.
Damn.
Yo.
How do you make me follow that?
Wow.
Damn.
I just that hit my timeline. That just
Wow. Goodness. We lost another one.
Damn.
I know the last shot was supposed to be my last shot, but
Well,
I'll be doing more shots from now on, man. My YouTube is going to go insane.
Yeah,
Bro.
It just
Stay
came
cool.
out. It's gonna hit everywhere.
Yeah. So
fuck.
that's a heavy load.
Life
Damn.
is short. Love you all.
It is. Well, first off, I want to thank this crew. Y'all dope. Love y'all to death.
Very much.
Same.
I get how it feels. If you're a brown coat and you know what a brown coat is, I know that feeling.
Same.
We always got each other's back. We always stand on business. We always stand on that hill. And I am glad to say that you guys are a part of my crew. I'm glad to say that I get to pilot this ship and y'all got my back through thick and thin.
Now and always, Captain. Now and
We
always.
love you 3000.
And the Marvel line somehow got used.
Yeah, it's gonna happen. So we're gonna take probably a good month. We'll be back at the beginning of April. Maybe sooner. Who knows?
No. I love. Okay.
April. Beginning of April.
Don't do sooner. I got my test on April 6th. Please
we
don't
bore
do sooner.
easily. You never know. We bore easily.
We'll come back for the captain's birthday party.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That way I'll cry on-
It'll be April 9th for the comeback. So
Okay, I love you. Thank you so much. I'm so sorry. This pressure.
Unless y'all do like y'all did last year and upset the balance by denying the Queen Angela Bassett, where we had to come back and address it and then go back out.
Yeah.
So don't do that again. Because we were just like, hold on. We had to come back. We got to talk about this. So, but I want to thank our fans. I want to thank the people that subscribe and go over to the YouTube channel. Keep subscribing. Keep getting those numbers up. We love you. We thank you. That means you enjoy what we're putting out there. That means you love the people that we have on. Every guest we've had on this year, I want to thank you. Every guest we've had on this year or this season, we've built an actual real relationship with. Everyone that's been on has said the same thing, that they love us. We're not like everybody else, and we're not. And that's what weirder. We're weird. We embrace the weird. We're small, but we're small but mighty.
Indeed.
And a lot of liquor. It's been real
Stay
fucking.
classy,
This
San
year is.
Diego.
So what? What'd you say, Lady Mandor?
No, it's been magical. This year is and.
Oh
wait! Oh, it's emotions. Wait.
Lord,
you do emotions. It's okay. Let it go. No, you do emotions.
She is holding that glass like a lover, though. Y'all. She is holding that glass.
Blame the alcohol.
Put it on the big screen.
She turned around and sat there and said, "Nope."
Put it on the big screen. Peer pressure. Peer pressure.
I love you guys.
Come on, Lady Mandalore.
This has been amazing. I'm really glad that y'all are here. And I can't do it. I really love y'all.
You are doing it.
I didn't know that this. Okay, wait. Feels weird. I didn't know that this was going to be a thing. I'm not gonna fucking comment. That's not what I do. But y'all are. I would never in my wildest fucking dreams have thought any of this energy was possible in the world. It is so much positivity. It is so much authenticity and potential. It's a little scary, but I welcome it, and I'm glad it's with y'all and nobody else. To be honest with you,
I can honestly say that, and Lady Mandalore knows this. Like if something happens and she know, and first off, if it's me, she's quick to side text me like, hey, and I'm like, no, I'm fine. I'm fine. I was like,
do I need to make a trip? I'll do it. I've got the sky miles.
She's done it to me too, and it's scary as hell. I'm telling you.
But everybody on this panel knows that I have personally, something's happened. I'm calling. Like the gun is out. I done took the shuttle and like, do I need to be there? Do I need to talk? What's going on? and I'm glad I can do that. I'm glad I can be that piece to you guys.
There it goes.
and back
It is okay. It is not weakness. Not weakness.
I ugly cry. I don't want to ugly cry.
Oh my god. So
Like crack.
so with all that, the mushiness and everything else, while we go find our libations or something, which I'm not going to take part of. I need my voice. Remember to educate yourself and others, entertain yourself and others, and most of all, encourage yourself and others. This has been a great season. We will see you in several weeks. Go show your love. You'll see drops from us periodically, but in the meantime, go watch those past episodes. If you're new to the channel, go show your support. Show your support to any Blurred creative that's out there, whether it's a store, whether it's clothing, whether it's comics, whatever it may be. Go show your support. Because
thank you, lady.
They need to be seen. They need to be talked about. They need to be up front. And this is what we plan. This is how we plan this platform. No one else is going to do it. I chose to put this on my back and run the gambit. Don't care.
You know what? You wouldn't touch my stuff to begin with.
That.
What the hell?
That's a black woman running the ship.
Pause. Yo, pause. What the hell? Pause.
I have no idea where that came from.
Super duper pause. What the hell? Bruh. Even Catbug is frozen. What the hell? He is frozen. He doesn't know. I know, man. I know.
Like, I
was
don't
either
know where
Mark
it
or Black Spartan.
Mark is shaking his head like, Mark like,
Nope.
I was like, ain't me.
Right.
No, it was me. It was me.
Tell Kelly we love her.
Kelly, getting
Kelly's the
somebody
best.
behind.
Ooh.
Have to go sideways.
So, and once again,
I don't know. I'm just gonna assume people are still alive when I go downstairs. I may have to do a text later saying I'm okay.
Right.
I thought that was a soundbite. It took me a second.
Wellness check.
And on that note, thank you for a great season 12. Couldn't have wrote this stuff up. This is why we do it live. We will see you in a couple weeks. Look out for all the drops between us and Blurred Station. Go check us out because we still have a lot of news dropping from Blurred Station. Go sign up, Infinity Program, Infinity membership, and get on that train now while you can. Go show your support to all these Blurred creatives. Everyone here, go show their support. Help them out because we all need to be seen. We all need to talk about the things that we love as well. Shout out to Queen Aurora Storm for whooping ass and taking lanes if she chose to feel like it. Charles, the NASA scientist, good move, my guy. Anyway,
no, not Charles. What's his name?
Craig.
Craig. Yeah.
Craig Nim.
Yeah. Craig was like, I'm just a NASA scientist. I'm like, you don't understand, brother. You got Storm.
Not for long, but
so you may not have it long, but just know you've been in the presence of royalty. Anyway, we will catch y'all soon. Check out for the drop. You can see us on TikToks and in the IGs and whatever, and the TikToks until they decided to shut it down. I don't know what's going on over there. And they don't know what's going on over there. And until then, we will see you guys later.
Bye.